Just making sure that you know that. Okay, here we go. We are in, I don't even know what number of Rajj Royale podcast we're in, but here are the 93. Rules. Yeah, it's a lot of them. We've been doing them a lot. I think we're 7 or 8 months into doing this show. Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the Rajj Royale podcast. As you can tell, above the contestants' cameras is a clock. Once that clock strikes 0.
Then you guys to talk for 25 more minutes. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
And then
we'll double eliminate people.
Yes. Excuse me.
Fuck everything.
All right. You know what? You guys, I will put an extra rule at the end to describe all that. Okay. Canut's camera. What's up with your camera, Canut?
I don't fucking know. I just built the computer, so.
No, actually, it's fine. I just gotta readjust. There we go.
It looks fine here on my side.
Yeah, it does. It looks fine on my side. There we go. All right. 35 minutes on the clock for the first round. The rounds will get progressively shorter. At the end of each round, you guys in the chat will vote for who you want to keep on the Rajj Royale podcast.
Not kick.
Not kick. Thank you.
Yeah.
Not kick. That's clear. It's a very key distinction. Once we get down to the last person, that person will win the Rajj Royale podcast. As Alabrel alluded to earlier, sometimes these rules get scuffed and we run over time many times, almost every time, so just fuck it. And we will sometimes eliminate more than one person.
Why even bother with the rules?
Peace out, we don't even know. Hey, Sliker, somebody in the chat requested that you turn a light on.
Nope.
Oh my god.
Now his mom would be mad at him if he did that.
It's bad for your eyes. To not have
well, you should turn the light on. Like, we're already not getting sound out of you for 2 hours. We might as well have something to look at.
I'm not like, okay, Destiny, bro. Why do you have to listen? It's the start. I know you want to win this, okay? And I'm just saying this.
I got a movie to watch tonight. I'm hanging out with friends. I want to get eliminated from this shit as quickly as possible.
Okay.
Please destroy me. I'm not even joking. I'm going out of town tomorrow. I want to get the Rajj had to beg me.
I had to beg. Well, okay.
Just to shit on you, Sliker. Rajj literally told me, if you don't come on, Sliker's gonna go all the way to the end unchallenged. I need someone to come on and check this.
So this is what happened. Destiny messages me 20
No, I'm just kidding. No. Keep going to the show. Go.
No, 20 minutes before the show. I'm not gonna let you control this narrative. 20 minutes after confirming that he was gonna be here. That's what he messaged me. 20 minutes, leaving me with no other radical liberal perspectives to pull from today. So I had to. It was
you know me, real radical on a podcast with Rem and Alabrel. I'm the radical voice here.
Yes, you are.
Don't fucking call me a Destiny.
Yeah.
I want to say that yesterday, fucking my narrative actually fits this bullshit because I was like, Rajj, I have a fucking date tomorrow. He was like, I really want you on. I was like, I'll push it back, I guess.
I did actually.
But
well,
I should have been getting laid in half an hour from now.
Well, no, Alabrel, you're still gonna get laid. It just got pushed back, and I don't feel bad because you've slept with 250 people, Alabrel. There's clearly no shortage, and by the looks,
none of them have been lately, Rajj.
Okay, I didn't know that. You should have told me that. You should have made it more clear. Alabrel, what I do want to say is, can you comment real quick because I want to receive comment from you on the half-naked photos that keep being replied to on all my Twitter posts. Every post I put, there's a half-naked photo of you.
Your community is horny for me, Rajj.
I know, and I can't
We're gonna have I'm having 2 orgies at TwitchCon. One of them is just gonna be your fans.
Okay, yeah, clearly they're extremely obsessed.
The smell in that room.
Can I say something, Alabrel? You talk a lot of mad shit. Have you been eating shit lately these days?
Whoa, Jesus Christ!
I mean, before
have you been self-hating much lately? Fuck
bitch,
you, Seti.
You went around and you say I've been homophobic in your presence, bitch.
How you have been.
Oh my god!
How can I possibly be homophobic?
Guys,
myself. Fuck you.
Sliker, should we play a few games of CSGO?
Yeah, no, Canute, come on now, come on.
I something for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. How the fuck am I homophobic in your presence?
You can definitely be gay and homophobic, no doubt. You can be a woman and sexist. You can. That's not a defense. I'm not saying you're homophobic. I'm just saying.
I am addressing Alabrel now, okay? Because you.
Can I say something? Can I butt in? Let me say something. I want to interfere. Let me just say something. Why do you guys have to argue? Okay, you guys were all humans at the end of the day. Let me just say this, okay? Listen to this, okay?
The floor before we do introductions.
Hatred is not a nice thing, guys. Okay, so
disagreeing is not hatred, friend.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not hatred. I just wanted to clarify.
Disagreeing can lead to hatred, my friend.
The left is eating itself. Look at this.
Look at Gandhi down there.
The left
Yes.
is
Go Sliker.
All right. Okay. Let's go to introductions, and then maybe we'll jump back to that. Ladies and gentlemen, top left-hand corner doesn't want to be here, looking to get eliminated first. Destiny, welcome. Thank you so much, Destiny, for being here.
Thank you for having me here, Raj. I'm so excited to be here today.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. To the right of Destiny, Eva Unalove. Welcome back. Go ahead and introduce yourself. You were on once before on the breastfeeding episode. Go reintroduce yourself now. Would love to hear again.
Let they speak.
Wait, Raj, I'm too loud apparently.
Oh, I'll turn you down. Go ahead.
Let they speak.
I'll turn you down. Go ahead and introduce yourself, please.
I am Eva Unalove. I go by they, them pronouns, talk about feminism on my channel, and that's pretty much me.
Okay, well, welcome aboard.
Hyper SJW. Oh, God. I'm confused. Eva, do you think your pronouns are a personality trait?
No.
Then why would you
Think
start
your
with an
idiocy
introduction
is
like
Wes?
that? No, because
Because
I posted about this the other day. I don't think LGBTQ should be a personality trait. I don't think your sexual orientation is a personality trait.
Is my name my personality trait?
No, that's a label. Just like they them would be a label.
Wait, that's a label? Wait, what else? How do you
right?
also label people? You just like self-own so hard. Why would you say that?
How did it self-own? That's
Because a pronoun is a label. It's literally by definition what a label is. A pronoun is literally a label for someone.
There's nothing more.
Wes, you're like my
about
fucking
you because
grandma.
You feel
Wes,
My
you're like my
name
grandma.
and my pronouns,
Your grandma must be
which
sweet
is
lady.
what you use when you don't use my name,
Actually, no,
Wes.
my grandma's a lot better than
I
Wes.
call you Eva.
Yeah, you could if you want. You could just skip pronouns and call me Eva. That works. Go for it.
Wes, is it really like it doesn't really hurt you
I
internally
didn't say
so
it hurt
much
me.
to
Shut the
just
fuck up, Rim. I know you want to
Then
go
what
with
the fuck's your point? What's the
so
big
you can
fucking
try
deal,
to
Wes?
diffuse me in the beginning, but that's not what I was going for. Shut
What's
up.
your
I
point
didn't say
then,
nothing
Wes?
to me. I was
Wes,
I
it's just
don't-
it's
I
funny.
don't
You're
like when
so
people do that. Your
sensitive. I don't know why you have to
introduction
be so sensitive.
Okay,
Wes.
guys, we can't even get through introductions yet this week. This is going to be juicy.
This is your fault.
I don't know if I can handle it this week.
People
I need
on
a
the
Xanax.
left get so fucking triggered, and
took
somebody
one.
introduces themselves with like pronouns, and they lose their fucking mind like instantly. Like we haven't even talked about anything yet, and Wes is already fucking triggered by an
Okay, no, it's
introduction. I
fine
just
to
think
say
that's
your
really
pronouns,
fucking
right?
funny.
But aren't you supposed to tell us something about you?
I did.
Well, she was before you interrupted
her.
That's your introduction. Okay, maybe it was just a shit introduction.
Were you so
I would like
blinded by
everyone
rage
to
that you
tell us
stopped
their pronouns
listening?
now. Part of your introduction.
Wes, maybe you do some good to actually watch your stream and learn some stuff for once.
Okay, all right. Okay, now, folks, now calm down. I know we love each other. All right. Okay.
There.
To the right of Eva Unalove, let's go to Alibrow. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Alibrow.
Hello, Austin / Raj. How are you doing today?
I'm great, Alibrow. How are you?
Did you have a good bath yesterday?
I didn't have a bath yesterday.
You're going to be a little bit high-strung today. You realize that, right?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably.
Okay.
I assume so, yeah.
I am Alibrow. I will be your Weeb Lord for the afternoon.
Okay.
And I'm sure I'll yell at Wes and Courtney and probably Cutie and...
Shut up, I'm talking.
Yeah.
Please tell me to shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up. You're an
Thank you.
idiot. Your voice literally carries no information ever.
Shut up, I'm talking.
Oh my god, thank you so much for the personal insult. See, I can take it, but you can't.
Okay, to the
Whoa,
right.
whoa, let me step in there.
I'm sorry.
One at a
that
time,
you
one at a time.
are
Slicker's
stupid
talking.
to
Shut up, Slicker's
understand
talking.
What a
Thank you,
personal
Raj.
insult is.
This is the only time I'm gonna be speaking. Well, no, maybe. But whoa, Alibro, don't you dare speak to Qtcinderella like that, okay?
Yeah, don't
Now you can speak to her like that, okay? No, wait. Now you can go ahead and speak to her like that, okay? With my permission. With my.
Qtcinderella is your hoe.
Listen, okay. First of all, she's not my right now, okay? Maybe I like Cutie, okay? But it doesn't mean that I'm, you know. Listen.
You're trying to get your fucking house burned down?
Holy
shit.
shit.
Alright,
That
listen.
interjection, I see why Sliker likes to be quiet for the first half of the show.
Listen.
Qtcinderella,
That was
it's
a
funny
swing and
that
a
you're
miss.
complaining.
Oh, man.
Cutie, it's funny that you're complaining about, you know, him not being
Oh
able
my
to
God,
take
Rim,
any
it's funny to hear
insults.
you
When
whining
you were on
like
the
you did
verge of
last week. I don't
tears.
need to hear it
You were on the
again.
verge of tears last
Rim,
stream
you're
because
doing that thing.
I wasn't
Rim,
on the verge of
Rim,
tears
do you
last
realize
stream.
we
I was on the
figured you
verge
out
of
last
annoyance.
week? where you do this thing in the beginning where you try to trigger everyone. So we know what you're doing, so it's not going to work this
time. I'm not trying to trigger everyone.
Pick another route, buddy.
Who here have I triggered so far?
Not me yet.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't work
because none of us want to be triggered by you.
Okay,
and now we know you're just a fuck.
I think you're the only two here that like are complaining about me triggering people.
Guys, we're arguing, and we're not even arguing. We don't even have a topic yet, and we haven't even finished introduction.
We just hate each other.
They just hate each other. Okay, let's go to Qtcinderella. Qtcinderella, your introduction here. Go ahead.
Hi. Obviously, I'm changing my name to Cutie Jahid Mohammed, so you can start calling me that if you want.
Jahid?
I am mostly a League of Legends streamer and a just chatting streamer. That's all I do.
I think it would be QT Jihad Mohammed, right? Not Jahid.
Yes.
Not
Jahid. Jahid. What's Jahid?
I don't know who Jahid is, but that is the whitest thing that you've said all day, Qtcinderella.
I'm sorry, I'm white.
All right.
Cultural assimilation, baby. Slowly.
Okay, in the right below Destiny, Green Dumpling. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Second week in a row.
Yeah, second week in a row. Y'all know me as Nam, the person that got kicked out by Sliker, but I don't have beef with Sliker today. I have beef with that motherfucking Annabelle looking ass bitch, because he got a problem with me. Let me tell you this. Okay, you sit there, like Green Dumpling has said some homo shit in my presence like a fucking queen. You wanna know who's the queen? Yeah, me, bitch. How the fuck am I homophobic to you? I never met you until last week, you stupid shit.
Okay. Oh my god, you're actually Nam!
Is this real?
Yeah,
wait, are you actually Nam?
I am, yes.
Wait, is that the Nam person?
No, I'm not. Are you actually the MO?
I had no idea that there was... I didn't know idea there was... Alibra, I had no idea there was tension between you two.
Yeah, he's a homophobic piece of shit.
Oh my god, okay. We'll unwrap this in a minute.
I hate this stream sometimes.
Hold on, Green Dumpling, instead of...
have done that.
Green Dumpling, if you do me a favor...
Have you turned Alibril into the most Kiko in that
Hold on, what did you say?
Green Dumpling, go ahead and send that clip to Doc, who will send it to me, okay? Thank you.
Yeah.
We can watch it. Thank you, Green Dumpling. Welcome to the show. To the right of Green Dumpling, Scarlet64. Welcome aboard.
Hi, Raj.
Hi.
Thank you for having me back.
Yes.
Sorry for catcalling you. Sorry, SJWs.
I'm Scarlet. I'm a DJ and a producer. Let me do my thing. I'm a DJ. I love you, QT. But not today. Sorry. I hate you. I am a DJ and a producer, and I am also the token right-leaner, so good to be back.
Yes.
I think you're going to have to fight for that one today.
I know. I guess so.
You might actually, because to your right, Courtney Smoke, defender of patriotism and making America great again. Courtney, go ahead and introduce yourself, please.
So I'm Courtney, Twitch streamer, not full-time. And I play Overwatch even though I suck at it, and that's pretty much it, I guess.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being here, Courtney. I appreciate it. To the right of Courtney.
Okay, my bad, Raj, my bad.
No, it's all right. Go ahead and say what you need to say.
I just wanted to know, like, I'm sure you used to be like a full-time streamer, right?
Yeah.
What happened now? Like, what do you do now? Like, what's your second job or main job?
No, I just before I moved to California. Oh yeah. Thanks.
She's a part-time volunteer for the 2020 re-election campaign for Donald Trump, right?
Yeah. Yes, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. To the right of Courtney Smoke.
Wait, can I ask you a question, Raj?
Yeah, sure.
Because you bring on some actually intelligent left-leaners, but then you bring on the stupidest fucking rightist of all time.
There aren't any smart right-wing individuals, Wes.
Just for the fucking show half the time, but Courtney Smoke's like a hard right, and every time we ask her a political question, she diverts it,
Raj, why did you have
bring on some better fucking right-wing?
Okay, if I'm being...
I can try to be more right-wing.
No, let's be normal with Marcel. Okay.
I'll try, Wes.
Look, chat, I have looked far and wide. I've asked for referrals to right-wing influencers.
Well, Destiny's pretty smart, isn't he? He's basically a Hitler apologist, right?
Well, okay. I'm constantly looking for the rights representation that they want, so... all right, okay, so, but I Richard Lewis is fairly, he's more centrist, though, isn't he, Wes?
Yeah, but he's fucking mad.
Okay.
He's a very right-leaning individual that pretends to be a centrist.
Know the rights arguments. That's all you need.
Okay.
Literally, you could hire Destiny to do
Okay, all right, Wes, go ahead and introduce yourself, Wes.
Hey, professional poker prodigy, blackjack extraordinaire, and I definitely don't think America deserved 9/11.
Okay, well, thank you, Wes. I appreciate it. Bottom left-hand corner, Sliker 0161, Manny on the map.
I don't like that, Raj, how you do that. Like, out of everyone, you're like, oh, it's Qtcinderella, but when it's me, you hype it up, bro. Why?
I don't know. I feel like I got
you. You don't fucking talk, so he has to hype it for the first 2 hours.
Okay.
Sliker 0161!
Go after Sliker. You've never spoken to Sliker first. You just did it right there, you lying sack.
No, I said I never fucking tried to call this bullshit of hatred on Sliker. I never said anything about it.
And then boom, what did you just do? You called Sliker out. You son of a bitch.
I said that I never bring up that he shouldn't be a partner from being a hateful piece of shit.
Shut up.
Okay.
You are a hateful piece of shit.
Okay, relax.
Wes, you're a hateful piece of shit, Wes. I hate you so bad because you're a hateful piece of shit, Wes.
Okay.
Canute's actually getting a boner right now. Please stop, Canute.
I just repeated someone else.
Okay, all right. Now relax, everybody. Let's see. Come on. Actually, don't relax. Just let Sliker introduce himself. 0161, Manny on the map!
Hi, I'm Alabrel's, one of Alabrel's best friends.
Alabrel's face.
You get me?
Oh my god, you lying.
Okay, continue.
0161, you get me? I don't know. It's just every time I'm on it, I don't know what to say, Raj.
I know you've been on more than anybody. I think even more than Candyland.
Yes, dude. I mean, it's
part of the reason we're taking a week off this week is to give Sliker a break. Honestly, seriously, that's what we're doing.
Actually, dude, you know what? Actually, I want to say something.
Holy shit, your mic's a little overmodulated, but back it up from your mouth just a tad bit.
Hello.
Yeah, it's good. Go ahead. Go on. Yeah.
I've been on the grind, you know what I mean? So I said, you know, I might as well treat myself to sit down and listen to a bunch of nincompoops discuss about something stupid, you know what I mean? Look, you got fucking Alabrel talk shit. Wes cringe as fuck, you get me? Fucking Kaceytron don't say shit, you get me? All bunch of bosses. So you get me? Man out here don't say shit, you get me? I don't say shit. I just look at my listen, if you guys want to support.
Casey's so high right now.
Wait.
Casey's so gone.
Wait, I didn't mean to say that. I don't know why. I don't know. Just go ahead. Yeah, go past.
That was pretty hype. Good job.
Okay, to the right of Sliker 0161, representing the anti-incel movement, Kaceytron. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Thank you.
I'm gonna just be trying to engage with Sliker as much as possible because it's the only way that I can get votes. And I've been like, I don't know, like I'm kind of horny right now, and I swear, like I've just been looking at him and getting turned on. Sliker, will you put your arms behind your head like this again and show your armpits?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Like no, like can I just finish, please? Can I just finish, please? Like, look at that. Oh my god. Like, you know how, Raj, you always ask what turns you on the most?
If
like,
a
I think
man
that's
asked
one
a
of
woman
my
to push her tits
turn-ons.
together, he'd be banned. Fuck
Where's Trainwreck? Can we get in here? Can we get a squad W?
That is shameless.
Can we get a squad W from the man himself?
There's like something really sexy about a muscular male armpit, very hairy.
That is honestly, it is a little bit of a double standard, Casey.
Hell yes,
it really is.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey, Scarlett, you look really
I'm sorry.
Okay,
Oh my god.
if someone asked me to flex, I wouldn't have a problem with it. Hi.
Yeah, but see, the thing is Wes is completely right.
I'm sexualizing his armpits. I don't know why.
For some reason, it's just how our society is. Like, for some reason.
Fuck our society.
I know. Okay, well, I know. I agree with you. Well, for some reason, but these are just like the rules that I personally am governed by. If I tell you to go, if you tell Scarlett to go push her tits together versus Casey telling Sliker to put his armpits up,
armpits and boobs are not the same though. That'd be
no, they're not. They're both
sex
lies. Dude, it's context. Casey said, "I'm horny. Will you put your?"
Yeah, she was just like, "I'm horny" the whole time. So I'm like,
sexual objectification.
Did I offend you, Sliker? I'm gonna straight up.
You offended me, Casey.
Wes has the social.
Yes, you did.
Can't take it.
You insulted me.
Cinderella dating.
I don't know how to mark my territory more from you, Casey. But you need to stop.
Hold on. Just a minute. But I thought. Hold on. But I thought boobs weren't a sexual object.
No, they are.
True.
They are.
Okay, well that. Look, I'm just gonna play devil's advocate here and say, you know, the same people that have argued that boobs are not sexual objects would also say that it would be inappropriate to, you know, which I think it is inappropriate. That's my opinion.
Wait.
Oh.
The problem here is not whether or not boobs are or are not sexual, okay? You can argue that boobs shouldn't be sexualized. That doesn't mean that other people can objectify them. So for instance, it's not hypocritical of me to say, oh, women should be allowed to show their tits in public without it being considered sexual. And then for someone to walk up to that woman and start like fucking jerking off like, oh God. And then when you're like, dude, that's not cool.
I said it was
and then he's like, well, wait a second. You said they weren't sexual.
Not
like that's not a hypocritical stance.
Not appropriate.
So we can argue and say like, hey, I think that breasts should be somewhat non-sexualized so that women have the ability to do it.
Okay.
But then if someone else is like, I'm so fucking horny, can you show me your boob?
Okay.
And then be like, well, hold on, you said there was right. There's not a contradiction.
I know. Okay. You know what, Destiny? I thought I had.
Hey, you wanted to play devil's advocate?
Okay,
so we're going to break the argument.
Devil's advocate. Thank you for crushing it. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Destiny, you need to do some grooming. You're looking kind of haggard today.
Good. I wanted to look haggardy today because there's not a single woman on this podcast that I give a fuck about, especially you, Kaceytron. Okay, especially you.
Can I talk to you later?
I wore my hair today just like this, just to avoid your gaze as much as possible. I can't wait to vote you off round fucking 2. Okay, I'm excited for it.
They're not going to give you a chance. They're going to give me votes this time. I know it.
We'll see. Okay.
This is the one.
Destiny.
This is it.
What? Never mind. Never mind. To the right of Kaceytron, Knut, go ahead and introduce yourself. Hasn't been on the show in quite some time.
I'm Knut. I'm a gaming streamer, a bit of IRL. Yeah, I'm starting to play. I'm an Apex Legends streamer now. Destiny, shut the fuck up. I play with you every day. Else than that, I do a bit of workouts. Nothing more.
Can we just call him for what he is? If I say just Amaranth, am I going to get banned?
He's
or male Amaranth, am I going to get banned?
You probably would.
Male.
All right.
Look, I dressed properly. T-shirt, long shorts today as well.
Given the language problem that Amaranth had recently, I'm willing to go with that.
Oh, shut the fuck
up. Let's not talk about people.
Stop hating people. I'm such a hateful person.
He's not here to defend
Stop being
herself. Get her on.
Yeah, my plan was not talking about Amaranth here without her.
He was calling Knut racist.
Yes, I know. Okay, to the right of Knut, the last but not least guest introduced. This has been the longest introduction that we've ever had. Last but not least, Rem! Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, guys. I'm Rem the Bath Boy. You might have heard of me before. I just want to start out by saying something. I'm here to ensure that we have calm and civil discourse. This is a place.
Sure.
This is hey!
Sure.
This is a place for civil, calm discussion. That means we shouldn't be talking over each other, and we should respect all views, no matter what they are.
You screeched over everyone.
Okay.
The whole last
Wait,
bar.
respect.
Somebody fuck off, Wes.
The right has no sense of humor.
Also, can I just say, Kaceytron, are you like literally like a 6-year-old? Like, I swear to God,
why are you
it's the
coming at me?
cringiest fucking shit I've ever heard.
What have I done that's cringe? Dude, why are you being a fucking dick to me? What's cringe is how big of a fucking dick you are, and I don't even fucking know you. Why are you coming at me?
No, but you come in here, and it's the most
Who are you?
degenerate shit I've ever heard.
You're a fucking
like the
degenerate.
embodiment
Who the
of a
fuck are
weed.
you? What are you fucking
He's about
saying?
to
I
like
don't
a
even
weed.
care. Why are you being so hateful towards me? You're fucking killing my high, okay?
Casey, he likes to be hateful to get attention. It's like his thing. He got bullied.
Dude, you're a fucking dick.
Rem, you got wrecked, bitch.
Like, you just killed my fucking high.
Yeah.
You're crushing my fucking melon.
Can we get an introduction from Andy Milanakis?
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do that, Alabama. In the background,
Look what you did.
In the background,
I'm not even
co-hosting
horny anymore.
co-hosting the show. Yeah, Sliker, get your arms up. We're co-hosting the show today. In behind the scenes, a last-second write-in. Andy Milanakis, ladies and gentlemen, he's going to be commenting in the background today. Maybe might jump on camera, say hello, Mr.
Yeah. Why do you only invite people who hate me, Raj? Only.
Andy
He's
doesn't
always
hate you.
he's shitting on me all the time.
Really?
Him and Alabral, they're
Really,
teaming up
Andy? Do
against
you
me.
shit on him all the time, Andy?
Yeah.
Listen, Raj, the first time I met Knut was on your show,
Yeah.
and in a commercial break or whatever, he was just like, "You have to be mean to me. I like it. Call me ugly." He like the first time I met him, he scripted and asked to be shit on by me. So I just kept that going for a year and a half.
Okay, so you haven't stopped. It's a year-long joke.
He's an actor,
Yeah,
Raj.
yeah.
He's dedicated to the role.
Well, holy shit, that's really that is really
Yes,
dedicated.
adult.
That is incredibly dedicated. All right, ladies and gentlemen, That is your cast today for today's Rajj Royale podcast, August 24, 2019, the last one of the month. Give it up for everybody.
Wait, how many breaks are we taking? How many shows are we skipping after this?
One thought. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Wait, Destiny, yeah, just one. I want to bring up one thing real quick before we start. Alabrel, can we highlight this thing about you calling Green Dumpling homophobic? I'm going to play a clip real quick. You mind if I play the clip? Play the clip of you calling Green Dumpling homophobic. I want to discuss with the panel what we think of this.
There's not really any more context to be added.
Is there really not? Okay.
No.
Right, well, interesting. Hold on one second.
It's just that.
All right, well, let me see here. 1 second. All right, so let's see here. Okay. And just out of curiosity, Alabrel, do you think what you say to some people it might be perceived as hateful?
If they don't understand what that word means, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, all right. Let's go ahead and play the clip. Here we go. 1 second. Everybody look at the stream. Look at the stream. I'm going to put it in my Discord, too. Discord.gg/Rajj, if you guys want to take a look at it. Here we go.
Because it got way too crazy. Fuck SETI. SETI has said some homophobic shit in my presence before, and I've called him out on it. And he was like, oh, I'm gay. I can't possibly have done that. Fuck him. Fuck him hard.
Happy Barra.
Okay. All right, so the clip is back. I don't know if everybody watched it. Raise your hand when you're done watching it.
Shit in my presence before, and I've called him out on it.
I didn't watch it. I don't care.
Okay.
It's going.
It was 5 seconds ago. Green Dumpling.
We can't hear it because you guys are talking, and Raj, you have like a 20-minute fucking delay in your stream. So fuck it. What did he say in the clip? Just summarize it.
Basically, what he said was Green Dumpling has said some homophobic shit in his presence, and fuck that piece of shit. Fuck him hard.
Okay. Well, what is Alabrel's defense? What homophobic stuff?
Yeah, what did he say?
This was said like 10 minutes ago, you fuckwits.
No,
what? I'm saying
homophobic
it was
stuff is Green
originally
Dumpling
said. When was it
That's
originally
what
said?
I want to know. What the fuck have I said? Because here's the thing, you know, I suck dick for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and buffet sometimes, and this motherfucker was like, in my presence, bitch, what the fuck have I said about you? I don't know you.
Green Dumpling, listen to this. You should take Alabrel's word as serious as you take Twitch chat. No one cares about what he says anyway.
No, but the thing is, you want to come at me for no fucking reason, so I need to know what the fuck. Yeah, because I don't know.
He spits bullshit every fucking day.
Canute, this is
oh my god, I can't fucking hear.
Canute, Alabrel, I want to hear what he said that was homophobic, if you wouldn't mind me asking.
Yes, say it.
Yeah. He was making a homophobic commentary in a
About what?
Pay the fuck attention! I'm in the middle of goddamn talk.
Say it!
Shut the fuck up! I'm
fucking
talking.
listen. Get the dicks out of your ears.
That sounds homophobic.
You homophobic piece of shit.
Okay.
Say it.
What's your argument on that?
I was in the Yam Fam stream team. We were having a stream meeting. He said something. I forget what it was. It was relatively innocuous. I called him out on it. I said, fucking Green Dumpling, that is a homophobic statement. You should check yourself. And I was then screamed at for the next hour. How dare I?
You actually have to tell us what he said.
Possibly be homophobic. I don't have fucking recordings of it. I don't remember exactly what was said.
If you don't remember, you cannot come out to the.
Fuck you! That's not how it works. I got screamed at for an hour for calling you out for making a fucking homophobic statement.
One at a time. One at a time.
It was 9 months ago. What the fuck do you want from me?
Yeah, it was 9 months ago.
I don't even remember the shit that Sliker said 3 months ago.
Oh,
what do you want motherfucking because you want to tell people in your chat that I'm homophobic? That is an allegation that I need to know.
True.
Which parts? Being rude and homophobic is a different thing. If I say I'm rude and racist,
absolutely.
Just out of curiosity,
I called you out. Your immediate defense was, "I'm gay. I can't be homophobic," and that's fucking nonsense. Courtney fucking hates women.
Did you say that?
Have anything to do with anything.
Courtney,
Green Dumpling, did you say that? Like, you're the biggest fucking hater on this fucking.
What did I say? What did I say? Sorry,
Green Dumpling, did you actually say that you can't be homophobic because you're gay? Did you say that?
I did not say that. What I'm trying to say is that how the fuck am I homophobic to him? Because I've never met him. I've never really talked to him that much. No, that only on that day that was the only interaction. I think you had a problem. We had a fight with another guy, and you brought me into it because I was siding that guy. You were just angry because I wasn't on your ass. Right?
What did you say?
Wait, can I motion? Wait. Oh, can I like motion? Can we take a vote and just to move on from this? If we don't remember the original statement.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard.
Because like Green
Senator
could have literally said the most homophobic thing in the world, or he could have said something completely innocuous, and so we have no idea. This is like
Senator from Nebraska. That motion is
suggestion.
accepted. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh, it was relatively.
I like how I hate women, though. I don't
It wasn't
understand that, but
horrible.
okay.
It was relatively innocuous, and you
just hate
immediately slandered him as a homophobe just because you are the
Again,
Hold on, Senator.
Understand? You don't pay attention.
One at a time. One at a time.
At all. You don't pay attention.
Wes, that doesn't help. That doesn't help, Wes.
You are constantly screaming. Don't call someone a homophobe. Call out their actions. That's what the fuck I did. And you're conflating the two again like a fucking smooth brain. That's a you problem, not a me problem.
Guys.
You're the king of talking against hate.
Guys, come on. Hey, one at a time. One at a time. Guys, listen up. Listen up.
Sliker talk.
Should be ashamed of
I agree. Let Sliker talk.
Listen up.
Sliker talk. Let Sliker talk. Let Sliker talk.
Guys, Casey, come on, stop. Come on. Hey, seriously. With the side noise and stuff, it doesn't really help anything. If Sliker had something to say, he'd say it, okay? But he doesn't have anything to say, so he's not going to say it.
All I'm going to say is NA humor at its finest. That's it.
Oh my god.
What?
Is that racist?
None of this
That's not
is
racism,
funny,
is it?
Sliker. It's all just hard to watch.
That's racist.
Okay, so
I have some.
That's racist.
As a co-host.
What were you saying, Andy?
What's our first topic, Raj? Bring us in.
I want to say something about Alabel because everybody in this show and Alabel's on this show a lot. I feel like you go back and forth. You get into heated arguments. A lot of people just constantly shit on you, and me and you have never had really a bad interaction, right? We kind of just chopped it up.
I mean, I have some issues with some of your takes, but we've always been cordial. Yeah.
Oh,
Jesus
issues.
Christ,
He's
man.
got
I'm such a
Okay.
horrible person, Andy.
Do you
No,
ever
let
kinda,
him speak.
Do you ever kind of reflect on yourself, realizing like, I get it that you kind of like go at people for what you think is like right or what is morally just or whatever. Do you feel like when you get feedback from like 20, 30 people constantly, that maybe your like extreme takes and like outrage is a little too much sometimes, that you should, if you dial it back, you kind of like maybe you don't have to agree with everybody, but just to be a little bit more kind of like chill with people instead of just like pulling my hair screaming about every little topic. I feel like it's a like
instead of yelling at everyone, right? That's awful.
Yeah. Okay.
No, when the feedback comes from the people on this cast, I do not put any weight into it. No.
What about me?
Shut the fuck up, you hateful whore. That's what you
Hey, Green Dumpling. Let's not call him a whore now. That's
Okay, fine. Sorry. So I mistook.
You're so fucking hateful, though. It's true.
That is a misogynist comment.
Can I get an amen for Alabel being the realest motherfucker here? You guys all shit on each other. You meet yourselves at one TwitchCon and you're all buddy-buddy, but Alabel's in here in the trenches every day.
Actually,
I can respect it at least.
Alabel.
Respect what?
He wants to be alone, doesn't he?
You can't lump me in.
We like having friends.
Yeah, I know.
Hold on.
But I mean, look, there are people that have been shitting at each other for so long. You guys meet yourselves one time at a TwitchCon, and now all you guys are buddy-buddy. And I've seen some of this shit happen, and you guys are all friendly online. And then people like looking here are shouting like, fake, all the fucking time. But Alabel is real as fuck. He's in here hating everybody every fucking day. I respect that, okay? Even though I disagree with probably like 30% of what Alabel says, I can respect the hustle, okay? Or the anti-hustle.
Honestly, and Alabel wants to fist fight or box Sliker at TwitchCon, or I don't know when it could be, but Sliker, would you actually be if Twitch were to allow that? Would you be down to box Alabel?
Please replace me.
I will gladly box with Alabel. Can we set up a match?
Hold on,
I've never done any fighting sports in my life. I can't. But I will risk him knocking me out.
Alabel.
Raj.
Yeah. Go on, Sliker. Yeah, what's up?
Put this on the big screen.
All right,
you think Alabel had a chance against this? Look at. You think Alabel had a chance against this?
Jesus. Oh my god.
Oh, what?
Oh my god.
What?
It's so
I would do a 360 kick, but I can't.
Oh my god, do it.
What's the topic?
Are you working out?
We're actually almost to the end of the first round, so I don't want to introduce the topic.
I'm so sorry.
You did it.
Oh my
Everybody
God.
started arguing in the first round. Alabel, would you be? We'd have to get like a referee. We'd have to get like a referee, somebody that would actually like, you know, be able to like. It has to be.
I just want to say
I don't think that it's gonna go to decision.
You think you're
Raj,
gonna knock him out?
I want to take issue with something. Raj,
it's gonna be
Raj, I have an
obvious
issue.
if one of us like it's not gonna be like a tight fight.
Okay. Wait.
One of us is obviously going to win very soon.
Who is that?
Raj.
I hope it's me. I don't know. Maybe he has fucking fight training and I'm gonna get drowned. I don't know.
Bro, Alabro, when I was in high school, me,
1 second, Rem.
my boys, you get me? We used to always get in rumbles, you get me? So you need to chill, man. You really need to chill. You just need to chill. Don't be too confident, okay? Because all that yap, you might not even be able to speak after
Did
the
you
boxing
listen to
fight.
anything I just said? If you
Absolutely
fucking have an
not.
ounce of fight training, I'm gonna get my ass kicked.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know how to fucking fight.
You know what? I think me and Alabro are becoming closer and closer. You see, we don't really argue at each other anymore. Have you noticed that, Alabro?
Because you don't
We can
fucking
tell because
say
you
idiot
kicked me
takes
over
anymore.
him.
Yeah, you don't ever say anything.
No. You kicked me over
I
him.
don't have an issue with you. I have an issue with the shit you say.
Okay, I'll be honest with you, Alabro. I'm just gonna say it. Me and Alabro are actually really friends, but we're just scripting this on Raj's show.
I don't believe that.
I don't believe that.
You know what would be funny?
I believe it.
I've actually. What if this Royale just never had a topic and it just went like this the whole time, and we just never had a topic?
This would work because all
And actually,
Wait, make our own
somebody
topic.
suggested
like to say
to me that we have a Royale podcast where nobody gets eliminated and it's just like this the entire time.
That would be
Oh
so
my god. I won't come on that. I'd be good.
Would you where nobody gets eliminated? A Rajj Royale podcast where
I mean,
we
at
vote
least I
every
can
round,
speak for
but
a
nobody
while.
gets eliminated. I don't
Raj,
know.
No,
Can I just
I
say
want
something,
people
though?
eliminated.
It would
Maybe the
Can you
winner
say-
of the round gets to do whatever topic they
yeah, I don't know, something like that.
Maybe it only gets eliminated to 6 people, and then you do a bunch of rounds with those final
Raj,
6.
No, I think we just leave 10 on it and just be, I don't know. So,
Just add
Raj,
30
Raj.
on it.
but it would still have to be a competition. Yes, yes. What's
We
up,
should
Rem?
do the
What's
paid
up,
and
Rem?
mute, though.
Yes, okay. I just want to say something. You continually group me in with Alabro, and I would just like to say for the record, I don't want to be associated with Alabro.
Wait, hold on.
Affiliated anyway.
Just
Because hold on.
You've just been labeled as a homophobe,
Hold
buddy.
hold on. I just because look, I do agree with like Dusty said, I agree with a lot of Alabro's takes, but I mean I sort of consider Alabro like maybe like a shit tier Hassan or something. Like they're in the same sort of vein.
Months back.
Hold on.
I'm like, why is Alabro? He's a less educated version of Hassan and not as hot.
Well, let's not discuss about Hassan because he's not here, okay?
Educated, Wes. I don't know about less. Like that's a pretty low bar to set. So I'm not sure about that.
What the
fuck?
I'm gonna say the Sun deserved a 7-day ban.
I agree.
Oh, 100%.
Isn't Rem just a Destiny wannabe? Like, I'm confused.
Yeah, and it goes Destiny.
Yeah, I'm a Destiny wannabe. Is that your go-to Cinderella?
Right, I'm gonna say this, Andy. Free my boy Hassan. You heard that. We heard that.
Why? Why do you think that, Sliker?
All right. I'm back. Sorry, I had to.
No, I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why because I don't want to say this. I don't want to speak about it. Okay, I don't want to say shit about it. I don't want to say it on Twitch. Okay, it's boring. But I think I'm just saying free my boy Hassan. Okay.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. Touche. Okay. We'll get to
We'll get
to that, gentlemen.
Have you got a problem?
Yeah. But
Well, no, we'll get to that in a minute. We need to cover that
Also,
topic.
I'd just like to say, Qtcinderella, Destiny is a Rem wannabe, okay?
No,
Destiny has been taking my... No, Destiny has been copying my take
Listen,
since
I don't think I've
2
ever
years
heard
ago.
Destiny scream ableist to everybody who he disagrees
The
with.
only
Are you
thing
still
that makes
mad
you
that I
relevant
called
at
you out on your
all?
bullshit,
No,
Qtcinderella?
the only
Are
thing
you
that
still
makes you
mad that I
relevant at all,
accused you
Rem,
of
is that
being
you're
ableist, so
sucking
that's what you are?
Destiny's dick. Like, that's the only thing that makes you...
I definitely suck Destiny's dick, for sure. That's why I disagree with him continually on, every single
Great!
point.
I'm so excited. I'm a homophobic, ableist, racist. I'm on the side.
Well,
okay.
What you said was 100% a homophobic comment.
That's fine. So am I, QT. So am I.
So did you,
Courtney,
Alabro.
I want to ask you what did Alabro call you a homophobe?
Oh, he's called me a transphobe, a racist, a homophobe. He's called me fucking everything, and he thinks I hate women. I'd love to know why you.
Did you vote for Trump? Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did.
Okay, well that explains that then. Let's move on.
That explains shit.
No, that literally explains everything.
Donald
So we
Trump
can
is
just
gonna
move on.
compare this
Courtney, the adults are speaking. Look, if you vote for Trump,
Don't worry, Courtney.
Go ahead.
Court, he's
Stop
actually
throwing
right.
out
If
too
you make
bad,
an
yeah.
active effort to put someone in that position who does the kind of shit Donald Trump, you're practically
I
saying
never
all
said
the
that I
shit
agree
he's
with
done is
everything
okay.
that Donald Trump has
Holy-
done, but yes,
Well,
did I
you're
vote for him?
backing
Yes,
him by
I did
voting
vote
for him,
him.
so yeah. Anything
Yeah,
he is,
4 fucking
you
years
promote.
ago, Wes.
Sorry,
Didn't
you're
you
not
say
gonna
Trump
vote.
2020?
Are you gonna vote for him in
Yeah,
2020,
yeah,
Courtney?
Yeah, there's no problem with that, but
Are you gonna vote for him in 2020?
But I
It
just
was
wanna know
just
why.
locker room talk, believe me.
What does that have to do with anything?
Okay.
Whoa, whose impression was that?
Wait,
Let's-
Courtney, do you regret
That's pretty
voting for
good.
him?
No, I don't.
She said Trump
So then
2020.
why is it 4 years ago? That's
She said
Yeah, that's what I said. She
You let
said
me
I voted for him
again.
4 years ago.
And you just said you're
No,
voting
2020.
for
Yeah,
him.
I'm going to, but it's the fact that everyone
So
voted
that's
for
disgusting.
Let her talk, let her talk, let her talk. Let her talk, guys.
It does matter because he wants to destroy our environment and everything.
Okay.
Damn right.
Let her
He
talk
wants to
now.
get
Hold
rid of
on.
all of the gay people.
Now, come on,
He wants
Scarlett.
to get rid of women's rights. He
Casey.
didn't drain the swamp.
Yeah, but that Twitter list.
Like, all right.
Oh boy.
Okay. All right.
Doesn't
I'm
matter
going to
how
I'm
much
going to
better
get
it
so
doesn't
many
work.
Snapchats complaining about how I have an SJW cast.
You fucking did.
I told you to invite more. That's why I said I shouldn't come today. I can back out if you need me to.
No, it's okay, Destiny. You're actually you actually look like a radical right-leaning person compared to some.
Don't do it. Don't fucking.
Okay, here we go.
People on here?
We're going to vote for who you want to keep, not kick. Chat. The straw poll is in the chat. Okay, here we go. And for the record, my Snapchat is Rajj Official with 2 J's. Rajj Official with
By the
2
way,
J's.
Casey, I just want to say I'm a big
Why you
fan.
wait? Oh, never mind.
Why am I what? Baiting people to
I don't wanna
complain?
say it. I was gonna say. Never mind. I don't want to say it.
Oh, okay.
Casey, I want it to be known I'm a big fan of you. I don't hate you at all.
You
Oh,
don't?
sure you do.
Okay, that
Mm.
makes
No, I
me
really
feel better.
I honestly
So we're
I don't.
cool now. I just.
I
He's just
love,
saying it because he wants to get the votes.
No. It's because
not gonna
unlike
get
you,
votes for
Casey actually
liking
does
me.
useful things for the viewers of Twitch.
No, I don't.
Yeah,
no, I-
the slut stream. Casey, I'll fight for Casey all
Sliker?
day, every day.
I see Casey is like
Can we
a
just kick off
crusader.
all the SJWs early so we can have a
No.
cozy,
This, by the way,
nice streams here?
hold on, just out of curiosity,
If we eliminate
like,
all of the people that are trying to get people protected, yes, it will be a very calm.
You're not protecting
very
anyone. All you're doing is
Yeah,
being
you're
hateful.
not
Very
protecting
nice
anyone,
play.
Alabro.
Just
You're
hey, just out of curiosity,
constantly hateful.
Alabro, would that be, or Eva, you could speak. Do you get offended when people call you SJW? Like, is that like an offensive term?
No, I love it. I'm like, yes, I fight for social progress.
I don't get offended often. Everyone thinks I'm getting so offended, but I'm like,
Eva, you are very calm-mannered for a very like hard-leaning left. Yet you look like every girl I see in the memes. You know what I mean? Like screaming and fucking punching people because of shit.
I get a lot
Wes,
of
you
people
literally
coming
look like
in
the
and they're like,
definition of a
I
fat
bet
fucking
you're a social justice warrior. And I'm like, what was it?
Yeah, you're
the
calm,
purple
level-headed,
hair?
and you're
Was it the
intelligent.
purple hair?
Was it the purple hair? Or was
Oh,
it just
Wes,
pronoun?
you're too
It's not what
sweet.
you say; it's the looks.
I like the hair.
It was
Which is better because it's much rather you have intelligent words than a better look or whatever.
Wes, have you looked in the mirror lately?
you, Wes.
I look nothing like her.
Okay.
What does that have to do with anything, Ren?
But
We're
you
gonna
look at
make
the
SJW
definition
cool
of a
again.
So
Okay.
me being obese has anything to do with politics?
Oh, you are obese.
Well, you seem to think that of me
You're
awful
you're
frequently.
accusing her of
No,
looking
I
like
don't
the
think
stereotype.
your weight has anything to do with your politics.
So why do you bring it up so often?
Yeah,
Because he just
what's-
wants to be mean.
do you
No,
not
because
see
it
the
used to be.
hypocrisy?
Alvaro, I'll do it for you because I genuinely, I mean, you're like an okay dude, but you're so fucking absolutely hateful. So
I'm
I want
so
to peg your ass down.
consistent.
So that's why I attack you. Is because I don't think that you should say the shit you say. So I want to make you feel bad for saying it.
So you're a fucking hypocrite.
No, he's just trying to destroy his ego.
I'm being honest.
All right, let's take. The vote is in. Sliker winning the first round with 23% of the vote.
Me again, big.
Now I will hold on. He
Rick.
did. In his defense, he did speak last round quite a bit actually,
Oh, okay.
relative to Sliker. Now, Sliker, between the two bottom voted people, Eva Unalove and Scarlet64, who are you going to eliminate from the show and why?
Green dumpling.
No, you can't.
What's wrong with you, you motherfucker? Hello? What have I done to you?
Okay, it's a joke. It's a joke.
It better be a joke.
Please don't hurt me. I will go for who is it? Wait,
It's between
Scarlet
Eva, Una Love, raise your hand, and Scarlet 64.
Who's Scarlet?
Shut up, Rem.
I haven't heard you speak.
I really don't know any of these girls, so does it even matter who I kick?
You
Yes.
make the decision. It doesn't
One of them's
necessarily
right
matter.
leaning.
Well, yeah, Scarlet, maybe explain why you should stay. Versus
One of them had
But
half
I'm
the votes of the
bringing
other.
a fresh perspective that most women on this channel usually don't have.
You could just go to Fox
So
News.
I could just argue with everybody.
She's red-haired Courtney Smoke.
You can literally go to Fox News and watch it anytime you
The
want.
only girl here who actually has intelligent takes. Hot take.
I've been reading the news lately, so just fucking wait, Wes.
Just because you can read a newsletter doesn't mean you know what
Oh,
the
I've
fuck's
been
actually
staying
going
caught
on.
up in politics and everything. I've
Sliker,
been really
who you gonna
invested all
kick,
this
Sliker?
time.
Okay, I've got a question for both of you guys. Okay, not a question. Would this be considered as a riddle? I don't know. Okay, finish off the sentence to both of you guys. Whoever finishes it off wins.
Walks on
Squad.
legs in the morning.
Wait,
W.
There you go. Scarlet wins. There you go. Eva, I'm sorry.
Oh, bullshit.
Eva, thank you so much for coming. Unfortunately, you've been removed first. I apologize before you could even talk about anything. I'm sorry. Go ahead and
love you.
go ahead and shout out your channel. Thank you for being here. We'll get you on in another week.
I'm Eva Unalove. I talk about intersectional feminism and stuff like that. So I'd love to see you around. Have a lovely time, everyone.
What's your channel? Twitch.tv.
Eva Unalove. Twitch.tv/Eva Unalove.
Thank you very much, Eva. Take care. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye now. Everybody throw some
Bye,
hearts
Eva.
up. Thank you. All right. Okay, let's bring in the first topic now that we haven't even gotten into the first
Why
topic
does
yet.
intersectional feminism sound like a board game?
Well, I'm bored.
Because you're literally not
Shoot
educated.
some feminists.
It's because you're uneducated. That's
I mean, I know
Okay,
it is
so-
just the 2 words.
Here we go.
No, can you define it?
Yeah,
No,
it's where
okay,
the
move on.
feminists are intersectional.
No, let's move on. You don't know what it means.
Intersectionally.
You got him. He got you, Rem. Rem, take the L on that one, dog.
Okay, here we
He
go.
annihilated you. He annihilated you on that one.
So,
Shut the fuck up, Destiny.
Okay, I need more coffee.
so here we go. Here we go. Here's the first topic. So, are we all familiar with the Hassan Piker situation?
No, can you explain?
If not, we will put it into context here. So, recently Hassan said on a stream on Twitch some statements regarding 9/11. Statements in which he has said claims were satirical. This is what he said, and I quote: "This is so insane. America deserved 9/11, dude. Fuck it. I'm saying it. Like, we totally brought it upon ourselves, dude. Holy shit. We did. We fucking did. We fucking fund the people who did 9/11 still to this day." Piker later clarified, Hassan later clarified that he obviously didn't mean it, and when he said this, referring to Texas Congressman and former Navy SEAL Dan Crenshaw, Hassan also said, "What the fuck is wrong with this dude? Didn't he go to war and, like, literally lose his eye because some soldier, brave fucking soldier, effed his eye
Can I
out?"
say the next line?
No, I got it. No, it's
Yeah, this not your
effed
show.
his
Shut
eye
up,
hole
bitch.
out with his dick. Okay, so the question is obviously there was
the funny line.
There was an absolute media uproar, specifically Tucker Carlson, Fox News. It was covered all over the place, specifically by the right. So my question to the panel is do you agree with Hassan's statements? Do you think they're justifiable?
I cannot believe you left out the good
I wanted
line,
to say this is a
Raj.
very sensitive issue. This is
Can
a
you
sensitive
repeat
issue.
the line?
I'm sorry. What was the line?
He got his eye fucked out
I did. Hold
by
on.
a brave
Yes,
Mujahideen soldier.
I did say that. I just bleeped a couple of things out.
This is
Alabro.
a sensitive
well,
issue. Let's treat this with civility.
Okay, I have a question, Albro. Why is that fun?
That's funny because these are words that Reagan used to build up these fucking these fucking freedom fighters. We called them then. They were freedom fighters before they were terrorists because we funded them. We provided them the weapons. Everything that Hassan said is absolutely historically accurate.
That's funny, but the reality
God.
is that people don't know that.
Wasn't
so
historical.
It's really offensive.
So okay, let's hear Wes's take here because.
Okay, I'm gonna go off.
Yeah,
and
let's
then
just
I'll
get it
shut
out
the
of
fuck
the
up
way,
rest of
and then we can move on to an actual.
Yes, we funded and we even armed some of the groups that committed the terrorist acts. And at the most that you can say is that the people in charge of these decisions advance the causes of terrorism. But to say that we as the country deserve 9/11 is the most anti-American, unpatriotic thing you can say about your home fucking country. Those thousands.
Okay, it's out of the way. Let's move on.
No, Ram, let him finish. Ram, I'm the moderator here. Let him
Shut
finish.
the fuck up. Those thousands of innocent people that died were not responsible for any of the other actions that were made. Furthermore, he spoke about the guy that was wounded, Crenshaw, a war veteran. He said a brave soldier, and the I fucking thing. Not only does he shit all over America, but he devalues the war efforts of an American veteran while glorifying the efforts that wounded that veteran and the man who did so. Lastly, he stood by his statements for days. So, Raj, your clarification was this was bullshit. And he only backtracked, calling it satire once he was banned, and then also probably PR pushed by his uncle's fucking brain.
I do.
Okay,
Hold on 1 second, Wes. I think he
brother.
said it was satire before he got banned. I remember talking to him before. I don't
The
think
9/11 comments were clearly not satire.
Hold on, Andy. For the record, I am just reiterating what he said. Okay,
No,
I'm not.
I understand. I'm not coming at you. I'm just saying. Obviously, the 9/11 stuff. You know, it had more context than it was clipped, but that obviously there was no satire there.
Well,
I don't know if we know what
satire properly. He's using the word satire the way that the right uses it to defend statements that are supposed to have.
Wes, I want to ask you something.
There's no satire to it at all.
Yeah.
I have a question for Wes.
Go ahead.
How does it feel to be so fucking dumb?
Oh my god.
How does it feel to be so
That's so productive,
childish?
Rem.
Why are you calling him dumb?
Because literally every point that he made was
I feel
either
that he
completely
made
factually
very
incorrect
good
or
points.
is completely out of context. Literally, Alabrel explained it perfectly, and then you fucking ignored every single point that he made. It's the stupidest shit in the world.
History of his statement.
No, you're
saying
like,
we
look,
deserve
look,
9/11
Wes,
isn't
Wes.
historical. You
Wes,
fuckwit.
it's funny. It's funny because
It's not a
you use the
historical
song,
statement.
for example, of being a propagandist, but you're out here just echoing fucking.
Can I say something? Can I say, Raj? I'm gonna say something.
Yeah, go ahead, Sliker. You're gonna get in here. All
right.
Sliker.
What he meant was he didn't mean to offend any of the people that died. Okay, he was talking about the government in general. Okay, but obviously Wes is too stupid to understand that. Okay,
You can't offend people that are dead.
Yeah.
No, he's not talking about the.
He's saying that people deserve to fucking die. What do you mean?
This is the Sliker redemption arc I am fucking here for.
You get me? Cheese! I don't know what you're saying. And I think it's time for me to back out. Continue, guys, please. I can't, man.
We're going into that boxing match, and it's just going to be a fucking hug fest.
Okay.
I really want to hear Courtney Smoke's take on this.
I mean, you know, when he was talking about Dan Crenshaw, you know, and the fact that.
Okay, it's over.
Ram, excuse me, Ram. Let her finish,
I
please.
can't even see you on the screen. I don't even know where the fuck you are.
Yeah, he's in another appearing, but he's on the screen. But anyway.
fucking saying that fucking.
Why isn't he in the main appearing? We have this slot now,
People
Raj.
talking over other
Yeah, he
people.
can't. He's lagging too much. That's why he needs his own.
No, so I was gonna say.
He is sexist.
So go ahead, Courtney, please.
So, you know, the 9/11 comment was really fucked up. You know, I feel like when he said that, you know, those people that died deserve to die. I feel like that's really what.
Oh my god, bro! What the hell is this?
Sliker, shut the fuck up.
Dude, where did he say that? Did he say that though? Did that come out of his mouth?
What do you mean? He literally said, "Fine."
Yes, but did he say? Okay, but did he say that the people? Okay, but did he say that the people that died? You know. Let me just say something. You know. But listen to this. You know, 9/11 was like a government. What do you call it?
All right, you're in a conspiracy theory.
No, but you don't know. You're too stupid as well. You're too stupid. You don't know anything. Okay. You know, Courtney, you don't know what you're saying. You're just trying to jump on a bandwagon, the media, right? That's what you guys are. No, you guys are just little media ass slickers. That's what you guys are, man. No, don't ask me a question. I'm backing out of this. I'm backing out.
Tell me what points about your conspiracy theory make you think it was
bro, I could go on all day about this, but it's
say one or two.
No. I don't want to go. I don't want to.
Jeb Bush had an entire floor of the world of one of the trade centers rented out.
That's what I'm saying, Sliker. You're talking about your ass. You don't even know the points of it. Because I could have.
Bro, you say it on the internet. Bro, listen. I'm just saying. Listen. You get me? I'm
Jet fuel can't melt steel beams.
Okay. All right, let's. Hey, come on, Casey. Let's take this seriously. This is a serious topic.
I can tell you the truth, actually. We all know Hassan. Know about what Hassan said. We all know Hassan didn't mean everyone deserved to die, but he should have worded himself differently. We're on this fucking platform where everyone.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, Courtney. And talk when I'm finished. Like, people are saying dumb things on this platform every day. They get banned for it, even though the message behind it isn't that bad, but it's the way they word themselves.
Unless they're a woman.
I agree. 100%.
So that's why he probably deserved a 7-day ban for wording himself really bad.
We're talking about the topic. But
honestly, I thought what he said was in poor taste and very insensitive, but I don't think that I believe in freedom of speech and expression of opinions, and even though I disagree with him completely, I don't think he should have been banned for it. I think
oh my god, it's like the worst of both possible takes. Jesus
Rem,
Christ.
you're like the worst in
Wait, Courtney never got to respond to Sliker or Canute.
That's so good.
Courtney, come on. Don't give up like this. Come on. This is your time, Courtney, to shine.
I mean, what do you want me to say? I mean, you know, as far as that and then the Dan Crenshaw thing, I mean, how are you a brave soldier when you fucking planted a fucking IED? Really? Did you even know that that's what happened?
Wait, how are you a brave soldier when you pilot a drone from fucking hundreds of miles away?
From an IED.
Bombing.
Okay.
But
Wait,
are
you defending us on attacking Crenshaw? Wait, who are you defending here? I'm confused. Like,
Dan Crenshaw. I'm saying that Hassan's saying that he was a brave soldier for like doing something. He didn't actually do anything. He just planted an IED.
Courtney's saying
so
that
how is he
Hassan
brave
said
soldier
that
for it?
Hassan said that the terrorists that we're calling in this context were the brave people, but Courtney's saying that they're not brave because they just planted an IED.
Okay. Well, I think what Hassan, according to Hassan, he was referring to the Ronald Reagan 19-something that called the
and Rambo and the movie Rambo.
Yeah, the Rambo. Sorry, that's right. Alabrel, what's up?
Yeah, I wanted to respond to Wes's commentary. How many civilians do you think that we killed pre 9/11 in the Middle East?
Why are you bothering?
They didn't deserve to die, just like none of the innocents in 9/11.
Right, but did they?
I would never say they deserve to die.
Right, but did they die?
Yes.
Okay, do you think that the people that lashed back at us might have held the American government responsible for those deaths?
Alabrel, you have to understand my point.
Do you think
Can you answer the question?
that what we did might be something that the American government should be held account for?
Held accountable, sure, but that never justifies terroristic actions. Hello, and also my point wasn't. I understand. That's why I started
you agree
with. I argued
that thousands
about the
died
doing the fucked up shit. Right?
You agree that thousands died at the hands of our government.
Here. That's
you
all we're
agree
doing.
that thousands died at the hands of our government, and you agree that the government should be held accountable for that. These 11
okay,
individuals?
now, Alabrel, make the connection between our government being here. Make it to
these 11 individuals decided
people dying.
Tens of thousands of their innocents were killed. Maybe America will pay attention if we kill some of theirs.
International terroristic revenge. That's good.
Wait a second. Actually, wait. Can I ask a question?
How many civilians?
Hold on, Destiny. Go ahead.
How many civilians died after 9/11? The most conservative estimates say 500,000 innocent civilians in those areas of war were killed by our military in retaliation for the death of 2,000 by some fundamental wackos that those governments do not have anything to do with.
I'm not defending the actions of our government.
I'm laying out the argument that was made here, though.
I'm super curious for Wes, okay? I'm just so we can agree. So I'm just ripping this definition off Wikipedia. Terrorism is, in the broadest sense, the use of intentional violence, generally against civilians for political purposes. It is used in this regard primarily to refer to violence during peacetime or in the context of war against non-combatants, okay? So civilians and neutral military personnel. So do you agree that like attacking countries with the goal of like killing civilians to get them to stop, terrorizing your lands or whatever, do you think that this is generally like a bad thing that people should avoid doing this?
The U.S. has committed terroristic acts as well. I'm not defending
Yeah, sure. Wait. So I'm kind of, I'm not curious about the war in Iraq. I'm curious what your position would be on things like Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Do you think that like atomic bombing Japan in an attempt to kill civilians to stop the war, would you consider those like terroristic acts that would be just as condemnable as like the 9/11 attacks? Oh, okay. Well, if you're consistent there,
why aren't you whining about those?
I have.
You wiped out hundreds of thousands of lives in the matter of minutes.
Bro, I just agreed, dude. What are you attacking?
You were complaining about 2,000 people that were killed by some extremists.
Nagasaki and Hiroshima, I would be on the same platform. I would say these exact same statements.
So why are we
I'm not ethnocentric to the point where I'm just going to blindly defend America, dude.
We've been bullying the entire world
American innocence deserves to die.
The beginning of our nation, and once ever some country smacks back at us with the best blow that they can put forth.
Wait, hold on.
So that means we deserve
that wasn't
unending war on their civilian population. We are still killing their civilians.
Was a piece of shit to us.
Because of a thing that a couple of their dudes did once.
Are fucking verified.
We are still just bombing the shit out of their civilians.
You're reaching so hard. There's a political Destiny. What's the word where you fuck up an argument by just reaching out into the fucking nether sphere? There's a word for that. Whatever it is, you're fucking doing that.
Is that a straw man?
Has nothing.
You're looking for probably reductio ad absurdum.
Straw man.
I just told you I didn't know the fucking word.
Reductio ad absurdum. Okay.
I'm sorry, I don't know the word, but I know you're fucking doing it. You shithead. I can't hear anything.
Rem, you're lagging. You're lagging. We might need to fix that again.
Oh my god.
You're lagging. Courtney or Scarlett, did you want to get in on this, or Cutie or Green Dumpling? Anybody's opinion on? Do you guys think that? Let's talk about his ban. Let's.
I do think we need to leave the Middle East alone. I don't think.
I mean, for me, it is really hard. It is hard for me to chime in because I don't know the historical.
I don't agree with Hassan. I think it was insensitive and in bad taste, but I don't think that he should be censored for his opinion. I think he's allowed to have that.
100% give you it was in bad.
I think he should have been banned for it.
I thought it was in bad taste, but I think
that completely fucked up thing to say.
Yeah, who said
that? You can say.
Stuck by it, and then you continue to say.
But banning him doesn't change his mind. He's still gonna feel that way. So I don't know what the point
that's not the point. They ban him so he doesn't do things like this in the future.
Well, they banned him because there was a huge outcry. They didn't ban him until there was a huge because the ban didn't come until 3 or 4 days after it happened.
That's normal. That's normal for Twitch. They do that every time.
Him until it blew up. Twitch, I love Twitch, but they were such bitches about this. The only reason they banned him is because of the outcry and fucking news.
Twitch doesn't give a shit.
That's so stupid.
Wes, that's actually wrong because 2 to 4 days that's normal before the moderation team gets the.
Okay, can I say something real quick? Let me just say something. Hello.
Yeah, go ahead, Andy. Yeah.
I think it's all about if you dissect the language a little bit. Like America deserved it. Like obviously. It's hard to say that the people in the World Trade Center deserved it. It's hard to say that any innocent people. It's hard to say America as a country deserved it. It's all about the language, though. Who deserved it? Who are the people who started this war? Who are the people who sent these people in to get killed? Besides, obviously, the president at the time. Like, if you think anybody deserved any blowback, or obviously those people didn't get touched. Those are the people that deserved it, and I feel like even though he kind of the way he worded it was fucked up, I think that's kind of what he was talking about. The actions of people who are running and making these choices and pulling these levers deserve that.
That's the point I made in the very beginning, and that goes back to the whole thing is we're arguing intentionality. What was he intending to mean? And I mean, people have different views on it, and I don't even think that he was thinking or saying that all those people should have died. But it's what he said that comes off as such. And that's the issue. It lies within what he said.
Who's really responsible for sending these people?
Yeah, Wait, Hassan is responsible for 9/11? Is that what you're saying?
Good effort, Des.
So, Destiny, what was your take on it? Because I think you tweeted about it. You went on a.
I thought the comments against the military guy, dude. Listen, okay, fuck the military, fuck nationalism, and all that shit. But I would never rag on a guy that's like an actual like Purple Heart dude that like got it fucking blown up overseas. Like, I mean, I don't know. I'll fuck Crenshaw for all of his political views and for his voting record, especially on foreign affairs. But like ragging on a dude who like lost his eye to an IED. Oof, I don't know, man.
It's a bit. It's distasteful.
And then people try to say that he was a pawn of the higher ups making these decisions. This guy's just trying to serve his fucking country, dude. Like, stop acting like Crenshaw is up there pulling the strings like he's some mastermind. He was just a soldier.
Well, wait. To be clear, that's Hassan's issue with him now is that he is a person that is pulling the strings now. That's
yeah. I 100% where he's coming from now. But
I don't think you can attack. I don't think you should attack his military.
Wes, do you think that people can be good while being in the military?
Yeah. Can I ask you a question first? Yeah. I can't stop thinking of riding Wes's dick, and I'm not even trying to think about it.
I just kept on popping into my head, but I was going to ask,
Kaceytron,
do you
I'm going to give you
think
one
this is
final
an
warning.
example?
If you sexually harass me like that one more time, I will take
I'll just do it in DMs.
Okay, that'll be fine.
Okay.
Continue your question.
Well, Rem, I think Rem had a question for you, though. Rem?
What?
I said... I was asking Wes, knowing the current actions, or even the actions of the U.S. military over the past 15 years, how do you think someone can willingly join the military and simultaneously be deserving of literally any sort of respect?
Because we're incredibly good at propaganda? That's why we're incredibly good at convincing people that they're fighting for the greater good and to serve their country.
Your take is because you're being lied to so effectively that you should stump for that?
Should have some sort of
I know a lot of people who join the military who are very good people.
Adults? Are you talking about 18-year-old brainwashed people who don't know anything about
17, 16-year-old kids, which is, I might be wrong, but 18 is probably the highest entry age into the military, who see all this positive propaganda and don't know fuck all about this.
Rem, can you clarify that you were asking Wes his personal opinion, not how people might be convinced?
Yes, that is correct.
Well,
I was asking Wes what you think.
Well, repeat the question. I thought I stated it.
I asked
you spoke to people in general. He was asking you personally.
Hey, Alibro, you don't help. Go ahead.
Or do you think we should just have pity for the military if they're just being brainwashed?
Say the first part. Alibro was a...
I asked you, do you think that people who join the military are deserving of respect? Then you responded and said, well, no, they're being brainwashed. So does that mean that you think we should just pity people in the military instead?
No, I'm sorry, I misheard your question. 100% they deserve respect because what they are, especially the people that are fighting for what they believe is the good, right?
Well, didn't the Nazis fight for what they believed was the good, Wes?
Uh-oh.
Okay.
So is that
I'll step in here, Wes. Hold on, I'll defend that point. Yeah, there were brave Nazi soldiers. What's your point? Just because they're enemy combatants that are fighting for things that you don't believe in doesn't make them less brave. I'm sure there were brave people that killed Native Americans. I'm sure there are brave people in tons of imperialist countries that do a ton of fucked up shit. I'm sure the USSR had brave soldiers that fought on the Eastern Front during that fucking war. I'm sure that there are brave soldiers in every country. Wait. Just because
let Destiny finish. Go ahead.
Just because a country's like political ideology doesn't disagree with you doesn't mean there can't be brave people that do really fucked up shit. You want a super ultra edgy take? The people. Can I finish my point, please, Rem? Okay, the people on the fucking 9/11 planes were probably pretty brave to hijack them and fly them into fucking buildings. Doesn't mean that what they did was right. It doesn't mean it's good to kill civilians. But bravery doesn't mean it has to be tied into. I
didn't say bravery. I didn't say bravery. I said deserving of respect.
I feel like
well, we typically respect the bravery that like a soldier shows, whether or not we agree. Well, nowadays,
no, I really fucking disagree with that. I'm not going to respect someone just because they're brave.
When you have people voluntarily joining the military because they feel patriotic, they're allowing you to not be drafted. So maybe we should be at least respectful that they're brave enough to put their life, what they think is doing the right thing, whether or not it's true. They think they're doing the right thing, and there's a lot of military people who are respectable people who serve their time, get out, and then live their life, and they're good people. To just label them
one of the most important rules, anybody that's served, please feel free to back this up, that is drilled into all members of the military, American branches, is if you are issued an illegal order, it is your moral responsibility to deny that order.
Okay.
I don't know if that's true or not, but I would believe it. I feel like there's I know personally, I was in a relationship with
Qtcinderella, I just want to say your take was so fucking awful, I don't even know where to begin.
What?
Rem, I didn't say anything.
You literally came in here.
If you think me not saying anything is fucking awful, then thank you for supporting my opinion.
What?
Problem was
the sexist got two female voices confused.
Kill a lot of innocent people under American rule.
He's a sexist?
Yeah, Rem's a sexist, just so you know.
Like a weird law.
How am I sexist? I can't tell. I don't know who literally any of you people are.
That's worse.
How am I supposed to tell who's who?
Because all women's opinions are the same.
I'm not in the same video chat as you guys. What do you fucking want?
You have to pay attention to the Discord, Rem.
Oh, I don't have it open. I have it minimized.
Okay, we need to.
I'm sorry. Look, I'm sorry. I understand you're very sensitive.
We need to wrap this.
The biggest baby in here. The biggest baby in here is complaining about people being sensitive.
You would be too, Rem.
You guys want me to stay consistent? Rem's being sexist right now.
Such a fucking
Thank you, Alabel. He is being sexist. For once, we can agree on something.
Fucking dumb bell.
Just keep crying.
God.
Just keep crying. Please.
Wait, but getting somebody confused. I think. Hold on. I think Qtcinderella is kind of joking with that take. But do you actually think he's being sexist, Alabro?
No, I do think he's sexist.
Oh, you think he's being sexist?
It wasn't necessarily the confusing the voices. It was him blaming them for being sensitive about it.
Oh.
No. Hold on. I'm accusing their
because we're women, we're sensitive. We can't
being
be strong.
super sensitive and being offended by people using ableist slurs, and then they're accusing me of being
sexist. A bunch of whiny bitches. Do it. Just
I'm not whining. He's whining at me.
I mean, I hate women, so whatever.
That's not Squad W. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for all your incredible takes. It's now time to vote.
I wanted to ask
you go ahead. Add in. Go ahead, Casey. Sorry.
Oh, I wanted to ask Wes. Do you think that this is an example?
Wait, he's not even on the fucking mic.
Oh, there he is. Is this an example of like left-wing violence?
I just came up with a hot take.
It's like Hassan just gave them all a perfect example of left-wing violence, and I'm going to be seeing all the memes from the conservatives, like, yeah, leftists hate America. Like, thanks a lot, Hassan.
What? What do you mean? Is this an example of?
She's high. Just...
Wes, what's your hot take that you came back with, Wes?
Pearl Harbor wasn't terrorism.
What?
Lord.
No, it was more of an act of war, wasn't it?
I'm just thinking about it. Yeah, because
is there a difference?
Terrorism. I think the link or the point that sticks in terrorism is civilian, right? And if it was they attacked a warship, technically that wouldn't be terrorism. It was just an act of war. But what we did, we were the terrorists in World War II.
Oh my God! I as much as I want to take in on this guy, I really have no opinion because I've never really believed in America. I don't know the story, but I just know America is fucked. So I'm like,
he's never lived in America.
Yeah, I've never lived. So
I don't believe in America. And I was like, damn, I was like, relax.
There's the Easter Bunny and there's America.
Yeah,
Grow up.
So that's the thing. I mean, for me, my opinion is that if he said like America deserved the 9/11, I mean do Twitch care about context these days? Like he said what he said, and it's just 6 days. I don't think.
So we're gonna get to that in the next round. We're gonna get to whether you thought, because I think it's a whole separate conversation whether he.
I don't think I can get to the next round. That's the problem.
Oh, you don't think you're gonna make it? Okay, we'll see.
Take now because I got kicked out the second round last week. Remember?
Okay, let's take a vote. Let's take a vote. Go ahead and vote, chat, for who you want to keep, not kick. Keep, not kick, and then we'll move into the next round. Here we go. Polls in the chat. Vote for who you want to keep, not kick.
Stop farming votes.
Keep, not kick, everybody. Keep, not kick.
Green dumpling, it's okay. The women always go first.
Yeah, true.
Keep, not kick.
That's so nice about this show.
Is that sexist? Like, I was raised where I was always told to let the woman go first. Is that sexist, right?
Imagine a show where all the women.
That is.
Depends. I mean, you could say
that is what we refer to as benevolent sexism.
Boring.
Treating somebody nicer.
What the fuck is a benevolent race sexism?
Pay the fuck attention! I just literally defined it for you.
No, hateful bitch. I'm not gonna listen to your ass.
No, he's actually right.
I just defined it.
He's right.
I don't care if he's right or not. I'm gonna be ignorant.
No, come on. Now, hold on. Now, Green Dumpling, he's giving you the respect to no, you should listen to what he has to say.
Because he called you
homophobic
one time doesn't mean you can be a fucking crybaby the whole damn time. He calls me
Shut the fuck up, you
names.
marshmallow man. Shut the hell up.
That was fat. You have been labeled as a fattest.
Okay.
Oh, I want that fat cock, Wes.
I never.
Casey. Christ, Kaceytron.
I'm going about this all wrong.
I'm sorry.
I'm going about this all wrong. Oh,
Wes. God.
Damn.
I'm sorry. I'm just horny. I need up the show.
Okay. All right.
Women coming on
really strong how she got there.
That was very strong. Okay, Green Dumpling, you won the round. Congratulations, you won the round.
Wow.
Yes. Green Dumpling, you won the round with
25%
25% of the vote, beating Sliker and Destiny. Sliker and Destiny both beat in this round by Green Dumpling.
Hey,
now
he also beat Wes. Come on.
You must choose who to eliminate here. Green Dumpling, between Scarlet 64, raise your hand, and Canute.
It's Kaceytron on mine.
Okay, yeah, it just flipped. It just flipped, and Canute took the lead. But it keeps flipping. It's like between Kaceytron and Canute, or like you guys keep going back and forth.
You want to wrestle?
Okay, can you give me a
We can wrestle it.
It's hard to say. It keeps flopping. Now Kaceytron's taking the lead.
Just call it.
No, she's still below.
Okay, all right, fine. Kaceytron and Scarlet 64 in the bottom two.
Okay.
Of course, it's the
Green
women,
Dumpling. You
Raj.
must choose to do.
Sexist.
You would want that, Rem.
You must choose to.
So strong.
You
want
must
to fucking 1v1?
You must. Excuse me, Rem. Green Dumpling.
This is Raj's podcast, Ram.
Excuse me. Hold on. Hold on. All right. Rem. Typing.
What?
Who's typing?
Who the fuck is typing?
I'm not typing.
Rem, I'm not talking to you. Would you shut your fucking mouth
You
for 1
said my
second?
name,
Rem, it's not always about you, Rem.
Yeah, Ram.
Yeah, Ram. Let
You said my
the
name,
Asian prosper, please. Come on.
Jesus, Rem. Every time I open my fucking mouth, Rem has to say something. For God's sake, would you shut up, Rem?
You said my name, Raj.
Nobody said your goddamn name, Rem. Silence. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see. Green Dumpling, congratulations on winning the round. You must choose between Kaceytron and Scarlet 64 on who you're going to eliminate.
I'm choosing Kaceytron. I can't stand her sitting there with I'm horny. It's like she got yeast infection down there. Go scratch it. Go and clean that pussy. Girl, your pussy is stanky right here. No, go.
You are so cringe, Green Dumpling. Honestly, I can't believe that people are falling for your shitty persona. It's honestly so cringe. Just
there's no
you making fun of an Asian accent the whole time.
Wait, Casey,
okay,
what are you
very
talking
funny
about?
with your cringe Asian accent.
Well, hey, Casey.
I'm just saying he's being very cringe, and it's like it's
wait,
so fake.
But how can you?
He's so fake. He's playing a
Casey.
character. Why do I get attacked for playing
Casey,
a
that's
character?
Casey, but that's how he talks, Casey. That's
I don't believe that.
That's how he talks.
Acting completely different before
Casey, that's how he talks, though.
I heard him before this stream.
That's
he wasn't
not just her pussy is stanky and she's racist. Oh my God, this girl,
I'm not being racist.
Green Dumpling.
You're being sexist to me.
What? Hold on, somebody just left. Go ahead.
I'm just saying he's very cringe.
Hold on, no.
Why do I get called cringe all the time?
No, but hold on,
playing a character, but it's just very cringe.
Casey. I think you should you should probably correct the record on this because Green Dumpling, that is his natural accent. I've talked to him off stream and everything. That's your natural voice, right, Green Dumpling?
Yeah, girl. How do I fake it? Do I sound like this the whole time? I wasn't talking like that. I was being myself.
I know.
Yeah.
Real voice.
Okay, well, I apologize. I just still think you're cringe.
I don't care if you think I'm cringe. I still think you're.
I don't care if you think that my infection is
fucking wild.
Okay, Casey.
I think it stinks.
Thank you for coming, Casey. Go ahead and shout out your channel.
Twitch.tv/Kaceytron. Thank you.
Bye, Casey. Thank you. All right.
Bye, Casey.
All right. Okay, Green Dumpling. I don't know. That's the first time I've actually heard somebody say that. That is your voice, right? That's what I.
Mellowly Pichu. I'm telling
That's
you,
your accent, right?
Who else has that kind of? How do I fake it?
So, okay, well, all right. Anyway, let's move on. The next part of this topic is, do you believe Hassan should have been banned? That's something that we haven't really obviously, whether you agree or disagree with what he said, do you think that he should have been banned?
Yes.
No.
No.
Yes.
No.
Absolutely.
No.
That was a shitty fucking thing to say, whether it was
I
a
don't
satire
care. I
or
disagree with what he said, but I believe in freedom of speech. Like,
yeah, so do I,
I'm gonna
but
need
Twitch
a
doesn't
definition
fucking
on
care about
should
that.
No,
on
I
this
don't
one.
agree with Twitch silencing other people who get
Twitch does
put out
do
there.
that, though.
But I don't believe in just, hey, you know what? If my opinions are going to be censored, then so should
Listen,
yours.
I believe in
This
freedom
is
of speech
American
too, but
politics.
Twitch doesn't
Just
believe in
he's
that.
Political. You can't take that take. It's not him just speaking out loud. He's speaking on a platform that dictates what he can and can't say. So 100% they're within their range to ban him because
I think they have the right to, but I think that maybe they should allow people to speak their piece.
The fucking Twitch
Yeah,
doesn't
but this
follow
is Twitch.
the American
I know
Constitution.
that, and I disagree
okay,
with that,
dude?
that they should.
I think what he
We
said
don't
about the
abide by-
vet is
Yeah, by the
it's
rules, I
not
guess.
about the whole America thing. The context about America deserved it. I don't see. I don't think he deserved it for that. But the part he said about the vet, even though that part was the satirical part, and the 9/11 part seemed like his real take. I think he deserved it. What he said about
yeah, and he got a 7-day ban, I think, for harassment.
Now, if he's getting banned for that, for inciting violence or
absolutely not harassment.
Well, he deserved his fucking ban. End of story.
Defamation of character. I don't know.
You can 100% argue that he harasses survivors of 9/11. He harassed Dan Crenshaw. That's 100% reasonable.
No, harassment is a continual happening. Talking about somebody once on your platform has nothing to do with harassment.
One at a time. Destiny.
Are you harassing me?
Wait. This is not true. Harassment doesn't have to be continual. It can be like a one-time thing. If I call like a gay person like an F slur word or whatever, like that, I can get nailed for that.
Sure.
Rightfully so. But so the thing is that typically in a lot of places in the U.S. and on Twitch in the terms of service, veteran status is usually seen as a protected class. If I'm going to rent a house to somebody and I find out they're a veteran, I can't cancel it because of that. And then on Twitch, you can't target people for harassment due to veteran status. Now, making fun of somebody's injuries that they sustained as part of them being like in the military is about as like veteran discriminating as you can possibly be. So I mean, in terms of just the TOS, I mean, he harassed them in a hateful way as defined by that category. So I mean, we can argue about whether the TOS should be different, but I mean, it's pretty black.
We do that every week.
No, but they do you think they're a bit inconsistent here at all?
No.
Twitch is always inconsistent, but what do you mean?
No,
In this case,
that's not an argument at all.
Streamers for making jokes about partnered streamers, but he wouldn't be banned for hateful conduct towards
that veteran is a partner streamer.
If you want a clear answer, you need to better define should in your question.
Okay, well, how do I need to define should? Does anybody else think I should?
Well, I mean, we're all
wait. When you say should, he doesn't know if you mean should they in accordance with the law, or should they in accordance with our own personal moral theory, or should they in accordance with the Constitution? Like, there's different questions being asked.
Okay,
right?
I would say should,
and we're all answering each of those.
I would say should in the current, because hold on, let me make this clear. The Twitch terms of service is a guideline, right? We break this terms of service technically every show because technically you're not supposed to talk about watch, I'm gonna break it right now. Fuck right in the pussy, right? Like that technically is sexual content, right?
I'm not supposed to say Kaceytron has a pussy stank.
What Green Dumpling said, right? But you're not technically gonna get banned for it. So should in the sense that should have Hassan gotten banned in the context of the current guidelines and precedent set prior.
Did you have a stroke at
the end of your question?
Yeah, what just happened?
Holy shit! Wait, did Raj's channel just go offline for anybody else?
No, it
Not
didn't go
for me.
off.
But it's like 20 seconds.
That's a good one.
So
it wasn't that
should
funny,
he have been banned in the context of the current Twitch?
Let's drop the word should. It sounds like what you're asking is his ban consistent with the other bans we've seen recently?
Well, obviously not.
Well, then you can't be banned for.
My thing is I care more about people yeeting their cat than I care about them saying an opinion. Does that make sense? So I feel like one person should be banned over another, but that's not fair. No, what? What do you mean?
That wasn't harmed, dude. Grow up.
Still,
no.
I think
she that vodka.
There are more reasons of dead innocence versus throwing a cat over your shoulder.
About this cat again, right?
I don't think he spit in the face. I think he just said an opinion.
Have you ever done
a spit in the face?
I didn't think he
My
thought.
opinion is that I hate F words. That's a homophobic opinion. Yeah, it's still a fucking opinion.
Yeah, but I don't think he was being hateful.
Right, but the difference here is speaking against a class of people versus speaking against an individual person.
Well, both are against the terms of service.
No, they're not.
So it was justified that he was banned.
Yes, people get harassed for targeted single person, and then Dan Crenshaw fits in the class of a single person and a protected status being a veteran.
Right, but Hassan wasn't making fun of him because
Chat,
he
what are you
was a
doing?
soldier.
Smile. It's G. Say G in the chat. Go ahead. Sorry, say again, LRL.
I'm just saying he wasn't making fun of him because he was a soldier. He wasn't making fun of all soldiers. He was making fun of this asshole because of his history of being a gross person.
Yeah,
why is he an asshole?
Yeah, but he used anti-veteran.
He's an asshole because he's Republican.
If you have a problem,
He's a brave soldier.
If you have a problem with someone who is gay and then use homophobic slurs
Who
against
fucking cares if I'm Republican? Why do you care so much?
Scarlett, why do you just repeat my points?
Shut the fuck up, Ren.
Because you
You're
didn't
so
say it
fucking
clearly.
irrelevant.
You did it like 6 times in the show. You
You're
literally
so
repeat
sensitive.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Whoa.
I did not.
Scarlett was right in the middle of making a point. You guys are having a side conversation. Let's fucking finish. Holy shit.
I said.
Oh my god.
Your voice is too high. We can't. I have to speak lower so we can understand.
You have to dumb it down.
Yeah, exactly. I have to make it more simple. Perfect.
The thing is though, can't someone be a brave soldier but also a bad person?
Yep.
Yes.
There you go.
So, like,
Amen, brother.
Are you're still allowed to point out people's flaws even though maybe they did some great things?
His flaws, getting his eye fucking blown out.
The thing is, like, get his eye taken out, right?
That's his.
Well, no. She's saying that wouldn't be a flaw. She would say, what her argument is that you would say he was a brave soldier, but he's also a shitty politician.
Yes,
He's a piece
that's
of shit.
fine.
Yeah, that's what she's saying. That's what she's saying. You're arguing against her. She's agreeing with you.
Oh yeah. Okay. Sorry.
The problem is how many times the word brave is used to like signify something good. And
Well, also, I didn't know
that's
this context, but he
that's
used
the
the whole
single
brave
argument I think
soldier.
that Hassan could be made to be making satire is his overuse of the Reagan talking points on this.
He used that. It was a direct quote from a Rambo movie where it says "brave Mujahideen fighters." So that was kind of satirical. So I get that point. But he still would. He took it so far.
Was he banned for that statement, or the America deserved the statement?
I'm fairly
Nobody will ever know.
I'm fairly certain
which will never clarify.
We can
so we don't even know what we're discussing.
Hold on.
We
Yes,
never
we
know
do.
what we're discussing
We can
here.
speculate, Canute. We can speculate that it's harassment because, and it's in reference to the comments that he made about Dan Crenshaw. Because,
but of course, I'm 100% sure he would get a ban for the America deserved 9/11.
You think so?
Statement?
No.
Yeah, 100%.
I've said that shit for like 3 years on this platform. I've never gotten in trouble.
Have you said those words?
Dude, the fucking
Or have you
left
worded yourself
controls
better?
Twitch, and only a lefty would say that, so they'll back him up.
Yeah, of course.
That's what it
Platform
is.
is leftist. What do you mean?
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Platform is
Twitch
still
is a-
left.
is
Wait,
still
left.
hold on. Wait,
Platform
just to be
left.
clear, wait, hold on. Just super quick, okay? When internet people say lefty, they're talking about socialists and communists. When you guys call Twitch lefties, Twitch people or the average American that you guys call lefties aren't leftists in the sense that Hassan is a leftist. These are two totally different things. Progressives aren't lefties. These are way different things in a broader context. So if you want to say like people who are progressives look out for each other, that's fine. But Hassan
I was
doesn't
just
fit into
saying
that
Twitch
basket
as a
of
platform.
So
is very
Destiny, you're saying
left.
you think
And
the
that's why
America
everyone's
deserved
protected
that?
if you're a leftist. Like
I don't think that's Twitch's platform. I just think that people with like right opinions are more afraid to talk about them in like an open way. You know what I'm saying? With an audience.
Because they're fucking saying. Because the
So there's just
platform
less
is dominated by left people, and it's also founded from left people, and almost all the employees are left too.
Hassan was right.
It's a left platform from all angles, so right people don't get praise, besides from weird fucking people in chat.
Like I don't. Sorry, can I just say I don't think Hassan necessarily did anything wrong in attacking Dan Crenshaw specifically. I think the bad action itself was just the way he did it. It's going to have a cumulatively negative effect on the left. That's why it's bad. But I mean, I think people can attack Dan Crenshaw all you fucking want.
Wait, do you think they should attack him for his war injuries?
No, I'm not talking about the. No, I specifically
That's
said
what we were talking about, though.
Yeah.
Well,
everyone is
I don't
saying
really
you
give a
can-
fuck
and that's why
about.
I
No,
was saying,
hold
like,
on.
you
Let
can
me
just-
answer. Let me fucking answer. Cinderella, Jesus Christ. Okay,
That wasn't. It
look,
was Scarlet.
You did it again, right? You gotta pay attention to the Discord,
What's wrong
buddy.
with you?
You gotta pay attention to the Discord.
You've been labeled
we
a
get
sexist.
we get confused all the time.
Okay, let me respond to
It's
Destiny.
so hard
Destiny,
when we
what I'm-
all look the same because we have a
Destiny.
vagina.
Chill, Scarlett, let him talk.
Shut the fuck up.
Go ahead, Rem, please.
Okay, Destiny, responding to you. I really don't give a fuck about how Dan Crenshaw feels at the end of the day.
Wait,
so,
that's not what we're talking about. What I'm asking you is it okay to attack somebody on like veteran disability shit?
I mean, it's a hard question because
No,
when
it's
you look
not.
at
It's
the
really
stuff-
easy.
Hold on, Destiny,
What?
Destiny,
What?
let me elaborate. Can you
Okay.
let me elaborate?
Yeah,
when
go for it.
you are in Congress every single day supporting imperialist bullshit policies that are literally going to kill tens of thousands
Wait, stop.
of
You're
people
talking way
carried
too
out.
much. Wait. You're
Yeah,
talking way
that
too much.
has nothing to do with this individual
Let's
guy.
say
I am
simple question.
answering the question. I am
Simple question. No, wait. Simple question. Okay.
No,
Gay guy.
let me
wait.
answer.
No,
Let me
you're
finish,
not.
Destiny.
No, stop. You're not answering.
I
It's gonna
will
take
answer
12
your
hours.
question.
That's just exactly what.
Yeah, you're going to offer 12 hours on shit that doesn't matter. Let's say that a guy in
I
Congress,
will answer.
Okay, a
Let me
guy in
answer.
Congress is gay and he's got a bunch of really bad policy positions. Can you attack him for being gay?
Again, so
That's
I
literally
don't
what I was
think that
about
it's
to
a
say.
broad question. It's about balance.
That's a really
Hold on,
basic.
Destiny, can you shut the fuck up for a second? Let me
You're
speak.
you're off base right now, Ram.
No, let me answer. It's a balancing game between whether or not these types of
So you
ad
get to decide which
hominem
protected
are in
groups are
the.
protected
Can
and
you
which are
shut
not
the fuck up
protected.
and let
No.
Jesus Christ? It's a balancing game between whether or not these type of ad hominems are actually going to stop the type of policies that he is supporting in Congress. So if the ad hominem, hold on, can you let me fucking finish? Can you let me finish?
Speak English?
Can you
let Rem finish his thought? Okay.
Sorry.
He's
so if at the end of the
let him finish.
If at the end of the day the personal attack is going to create a net positive in stopping these awful policies that they're supporting, then I think it's a good thing. And I think generally the type of attacks that are ableist or sexist or homophobic are never going to do that type of effect, which is why I think what Hassan did was bad. But people like to conflate all sorts of attacks on any sort of person in Congress as something that should just never be done. But I just think that's totally bullshit. I think that we should be able to call Dan Crenshaw a sack of shit. I think he's a sack of shit for a whole.
No one's arguing that. I don't know why you're bringing it up.
You can't attack him for being a veteran. You can't attack him for disabilities.
You can attack him for a
then no.
veteran.
By your logic, you could, like Destiny said, if you disagree with a congressman or a senator who is gay, you can throw homophobic slurs at him to defend him.
You choose to enter the military.
So
what
you
the
get
fuck are
to
you talking about?
You get to choose which protected classes are okay and which are not. That you just get to make that decision on the fly.
What the fuck are you talking about? You get to choose. You enroll in the military. Are you stupid? You don't choose
wait.
to be
Whether
gay.
or not you enroll in the military, wait, then why not just say right at the start? You just wasted like 10 minutes. Why not just say at the start? Oh yeah, you should be able to attack someone over being a veteran. Why not just say that right at the start?
I've said that multiple times.
So you think that?
Oh my God!
Why did you fucking wander down this?
I'm gonna slinker my way out of this one. Good luck,
You're
boys.
just a time waste. You're filibustering the goddamn stream.
Alabro, go ahead.
I don't know. I don't think so. But
I just don't know why you wouldn't answer right at the start. Yeah, you should be able to attack somebody over their military.
Well, because
say that right at the
people
start.
can hold on. People can interpret what I say as meaning that I think you can attack someone for having like a physical disability, which is not what I'm supporting.
What? I didn't say no. Oh my God! What are these? No one is talking about attacking somebody just for physical disabilities. We're talking specifically.
Well, Hassan's attack was on his physical disability
that he incurred as part of his military service.
But no, that's my point. Is that you have to draw a distinction between the physical disability he got while being a veteran.
No one here is arguing that we should be able to make fun of handicapped people. No one is talking about that.
Oh, well then I don't know why everyone's getting... Obviously should be able to attack for
why are you talking?
Ram, what is the topic? What is the topic?
Go ahead, Alabro.
Holy shit.
I wanted to say about 10 minutes ago, for the second or third time this stream, I don't know what's in the air today. Maybe it's because you put on your glasses, cutie, but you've been very reasonable and rational today. And I wanted to say that because I get accused of being one-sided, and you're being very fucking, like, cool today. Like, I don't buy every card, but,
trying to get votes for little to me. Because you've only ever been mean to me. But you know what, Albro? I'm a forgiving person, so I will take that, and I will take it to heart. Thank you so much.
No!
It's only about...
We're on the same team here, Green Dumpling. No, we're on the same team, Green Dumpling. But,
I've never heard you be this reasonable. It's refreshing.
I feel like I haven't said anything.
That's wrong.
You're just
sitting there.
I just...
Cutie, it won't take many minutes before he's back to hating you.
I know you'll be hateful again. I feel like a lot of the topics have been very...
There's not a lot of topics that's been so far. I'm sitting there listening to y'all talking about your country.
Green Dumpling, stop censoring yourself.
Microphone.
Hey, Destiny.
Learn how to read.
Just for the record, someone sent me a clip. You said veteran disabilities, not being a veteran. So actually, you were asking me about whether it's okay to attack.
You are engaging in the dumbest equilibrium I've ever heard in my entire life right now. When we say veteran disabilities, I'm not talking about a guy that served in the military and then 20 years later fell down some fucking stairs and broke his hip. We're very clearly talking about injuries that have been incurred as a result of your service in the armed forces.
Right.
So my question was very specifically
between those injuries versus being a veteran itself.
So my question initially was, should you be able to make fun of somebody for injuries incurred in the line of duty?
No, you should be able to make fun of them for being a veteran.
Okay, Should you be able to make fun of somebody?
There?
This is the weirdest.
Yeah, I understand the distinction, but you're making a distinction that no one else here has made. My initial question to you, wait, I'm actually curious if you can actually answer this in less than 4 minutes.
Let's just move on.
Should you be able to make fun of somebody? Wait, should you be able to make fun of somebody that has suffered like some sort of a disability, I guess, as a result of their service? So somebody gets their arm blown off, their eye blown out.
Negative. That's going to be a net negative in the end because it's going to not have the type of effect that you want it to have.
Are you like a hardline consequentialist now? Where did my moral realist Rem go? What the fuck?
That's still
He's an ableist. He wants to make fun of people that aren't.
He's saying you can
Are
shit
you
on
fucking-
veterans,
shut
but
the
you
fuck
can't
up.
shit on veterans for fucking what they incurred during their service.
Well, wait, I thought you were I thought you were Kantian. You're literally talking about using someone as a means to an end right here. This is the most anti-intellectual shit I've ever heard you say in my entire life. You're literally saying that you can act in an immoral manner as long as the consequences produced are good. How is this not hardline consequentialism?
It's not immoral. I'm not a Kantian, for one. I don't know why you're accusing me of.
Oh, you fucking dick ride the fuck out of that bullshit on my fucking stream, Ram. But okay. I just that's a very interesting
I'm
position.
like actually with Destiny on this one. I never thought that would actually happen. This is a weird fucking podcast.
Did you?
This is the weirdest of podcasts.
Weird. I don't know what's going
You guys
on.
agree with each other today? All right, hold on.
Yeah, this is
Hold on.
fucking weird.
I got a new topic for us. Can white people say the N-word in rap songs? That's what I want to.
Girl.
I'm just kidding. Relax. I'm kidding. Relax. Okay, let's.
I
Let's.
don't think you should say it either.
Okay.
Jubby.
Okay, here we go. Let's see.
I can't say it.
All right, here we go. It's time to vote. We're voting for who to keep, not kick. Keep, not kick.
That was
Okay.
If you keep me, I will 1v1 Cutie on whether I'm a sexist.
You're also an
You
ableist
are a sexist,
too.
Rem.
I just want to say he's also an ableist since he just argued the fact that you should be able to make fun of someone for an injury that they've taken. So.
Are you fucking stupid? I literally said the exact fucking opposite.
No, there's something about Rem's voice. I'll be honest. There's something about Rem's voice. I just can't.
Judy, that was wrong, dog.
Oh
He
my
did
god!
say that.
I literally
Wasn't he
said
just
you
arguing
couldn't do
about
He said
that.
it's okay to make fun of someone.
Holy fuck, you're so
No,
fucking-
I did
as long
not.
as
Holy shit,
it
you
occurs
dumb
the.
No,
What?
no.
What's in
I
that?
don't know if you're this goddamn stupid, but what he says is that you can make fun of a veteran if it's the means to an end, but not their fucking injuries incurred in the line of duty.
Yeah, but in the context of what we're talking about, he was being made fun of for the injuries that he occurred in the line of duty.
Oh my fucking god, that wasn't.
Wait, Rem, is this a fair characterization of what you're saying? Rem, you're essentially saying that if we make fun of Crenshaw for losing his eye to an IED, if that causes him to not get elected again, then it's a good thing to do that. Is that what you're...
Destiny! Are you retarded too?
What?
Shut the fuck up! Who are you?
Okay, hold on.
Let's not use the R word here, please.
Let's not.
Rem, is that not what you're saying exactly?
No!
What
the fuck are you answering for, Rem? Did you change your fucking name?
No, everyone's yelling. Can you repeat the question, Destiny?
My question is that if we make fun of Crenshaw for his eye disability, for losing his eye, if we do that so much that he becomes unelectable, or he loses his next election, would you then say that it was like a morally virtuous thing to do?
If that means that he loses, well, no, probably not, because no, I'm not.
That was the argument you were making.
Hold on, Destiny, because it depends. We then have to weigh the consequences, whatever. Like, what would be the impact of him losing the election versus the impact that has on disabled people?
Dude, you are being a rule utilitarian right now. You literally make fun of me for my normative ethics all the time. You're literally being a rule utilitarian right now.
Let's make this a slightly stupider and add a little bit of nuance to it. Has he ever used his status or his injury to try to garner sympathy or support for anything that he's pushing?
Are you talking about
matter?
No, but that's
it
allowed.
does matter because if
But it's
he's
allowed.
used it, people are allowed to use it against him, in my opinion.
Wait, so if Green Dumpling here tells me that he wants to advocate for something, and then he says, "Well, I'm gay," even though it has nothing to do with his gayness, I can be homophobic towards him?
No.
Yeah,
That's what you're saying.
Justification. No, what I'm saying is if he says, well, because I'm gay, you should be paying more attention to me on this subject, that makes his gayness
Dumpling's like,
important
yes.
to the discussions that are being had. And therefore opens it up to both sides to use that as a point for or against.
But I
could
can't
use
be.
that argument for the other
So we
thing.
can use it against them.
No. I
We
can never
shouldn't do that.
attack somebody over there. Now, I can attack him and go, "Hey, you being gay has no relevance here." Much the same for Crenshaw. I could say, "Hey, you being a vet has no relevance here," which I gladly do because fuck vets that try to act like they just because they're a veteran they have a valid opinion or something. But I'm not going to make fun of somebody for being past that statement. But generally, I won't make fun of somebody for like being a veteran. It's like, "Oh, you're an idiot." Like you were. A
I
veteran
wouldn't
and
either. I think I agree with Cutie on this. Again, I think that it was incredibly poor taste what Hassan said.
I think that's what I said, not cutie.
Okay. Oh, I fucking.
I said that.
I think you both said
Several
it.
times, though.
Scarlett wants to yoink
Yeah.
a good take for once.
Oh my god.
Shut up, Wes.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, what? Shut the fuck up.
Okay. All
Who are
right.
you?
Let's see this. Let's check the straw
I
poll
just
here.
want to say, dude, I tried to like rationalize with you because you said they shouldn't be attacked for their injuries sustained in the line of duty, but they can be attacked for veterans. And then you literally a minute later backtracked and said the opposite. You said you can attack them for their injuries if it's a means to an end. That's for whatever fucking bullshit reasoning you were using. But you contradicted yourself 2 minutes later, dude.
Okay. Let's take a vote. Votes in. Excuse me.
I just want to say that he just, contradicts everything that everyone says, and he just keeps backtracking. And
it's a good take, Scarlett.
Yeah, thanks, Wes, buddy. Keep feeding him.
Okay, here we go. Destiny. Wait, excuse me.
no.
Sliker.
Sliker.
Good job, Sliker. Good
You did so
contribution.
good last round.
Sliker, you won the round.
See the vote.
Okay,
Sliker is
Sliker.
the biggest star of all of us. That's why it's keep on
Sliker,
winning.
you must choose between the bottom
He's
two
even-
people. Scarlett or Wes.
Tell us who's unworthy to be here, Sliker.
I didn't even get to see this one. Can you post it again, Raj?
Yeah, hold on. The straw poll is in here.
Can we just kick them both?
No.
Sorry, what'd you say?
No, Rem, we cannot do that. Sliker, bottom two, Wes and Scarlett. 64.
Wes, you're fuck it, Wes, mate. You know what? Say goodbye, cause you're staying motherfucking in, Scarlet. Peace, motherfucker. You get it? That good, guys?
Holy
that good?
shit.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna kick
That
Wes.
Listen, let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. A lot of people wonder. A lot of people want to know why they vote for me. It's because that's the only point I get to talk. Does that make any sense? Because I get to vote, so it makes sense. So yeah, there was Scarlet, man. It was good knowing you, man.
Okay, thank
nice
you.
to see you again,
Thank you,
Sliker.
Scarlett64, for coming. Go ahead and shout out your channel.
I'm Scarlett64. I'm a DJ and a producer. See you over there. Raj, thank you so much for having me. Everyone, it was a pleasure.
Thank you, Scarlett.
Bye, Queen. Bye.
Bye, Scarlett.
But
Thank you so
Destiny,
much.
What everyone in your chat is asking right now, do you really mean that you know that they deserved it? They've been asking me, can you ask Destiny that question over?
Did America
Yeah.
deserve 9/11? Yeah, sure. I think America does a bunch of fucked up shit overseas that will inevitably cause like the results of what we see with terrorist attackers. Yeah, 100%.
No, they did deserve. That's the question.
see,
no?
the
Well,
difference
wait, can you ask me
is
what you
the
when you say
immediately
deserve? What do you mean by that? They earned it, if that's what you mean. Like, or,
No, not
like,
earned, but deserved.
What like when you say deserve, do you mean like do I think it's morally righteous to attack civilians?
Yes.
Like,
Jeez, why are you being
No.
so slippery, Dusty? Just answer the question.
Just answer
Graham,
yes or
the
no.
question that I
Oh
asked
my
you was
God.
infinitely simpler than this. I can't help it if you can't answer basic questions, okay? But I'm used to lefties not being able to do it, so that's
Jesse,
fine.
this is a very
so, Canute,
straightforward
when you talk
question.
about like, does somebody deserve something? If you say like, if you do something, are you going to expect this as a response? I say,
Should you
yeah, sure.
expect
Squad
it was
W.
not the question, but
Sure.
deserve.
Well,
was
I have to
not
know what you mean when you say deserve. I
it.
guess. I
Did
don't
the
know.
civilians deserve to 9/11? That's the question.
I
Jesus,
think
you're baiting
when
hard,
you talk
dude.
about, no, that's fine, dude. These
Slippery
conversations have
No, but I'm
That is
asking the
bad.
question. You can answer it.
Slippery.
Yeah, for civilians, it gets harder, but I still don't think that it's a clear yes or no.
Oh
But
my!
I think it gets
Wow!
harder.
Wow! Whoa! You're not going to take a yes or no answer? Can you come on?
This is a much harder question, Ram, than whether or not you're able to attack somebody on some status. That's the easiest GED question in the world to
gonna-
answer. I don't know why you weren't able to do it,
I'm
especially
gonna
with
pull
your
a
background. You
Destiny
should be
here,
able to
Ram.
answer
I love
very
you,
quickly.
bud,
Okay?
but you're not.
Slippery Steve.
Does anybody want to answer? Canute, do you want to direct that question at anybody else? Does anybody like
whatever.
agree with that statement that America deserved 9/11?
No, I think the American
I don't like
government deserves
deserve
a wake-up
means
call.
our civilians should be harmed. No.
No,
Civilians should be
oh,
left out of
finally we're on the
this
same page, Brow bitch. Yes, I agree. I don't agree.
Good for you.
No, what should have happened in a perfect world is all the people who consciously made these decisions to fund these groups and advance their cause, that plane should have hit them specifically. No
Everyone that voted yes on these actions deserved it.
No. No, I don't stand by that.
That's literally what you just said.
No. The people who proposed them, the people who did the inner workings, not the people who were misled to believe they were better than they were because they left out crucial details. Welcome to American politics, dude. That's bullshit.
the people that were in charge of all of this knew how sketchy the information was on everything we've done.
I know, and that's why I think they're the ones who are fucked out.
That's what I said. Those are the people that should be held culpable.
Oh, okay. You're not talking about the American people who voted.
No, I'm not talking about the general
populace. Okay, yes, I agree. Sorry. Sorry.
Okay, wow, holy shit! I've never seen this. This is like the Agree Royale podcast.
This is the Agree. It is the Agree Royale.
It is the Agree. Well, let's see if we might disagree with this next topic.
We're so used to disagreeing that we're arguing about what we're agreeing on.
We argue so much and disagree so much that we're finding common ground. It's amazing. Holy shit!
It's really fucking weird.
It's productive. Okay, let's talk about something less political, shall we? Okay, here we go.
Not for that.
These belong on live stream.
Let's talk about. Well, this is kind of political. It's Twitch political though. So there we go. Korean. Let's talk about the Korean models. I don't know if everybody's familiar with this.
So it is titties.
Okay. So
what?
Earlier this week,
I was watching the whole stream, Rush.
Yes, yes.
No. What's going on? Wait, what's going on?
So let me put this into context here. Earlier this week, 4 Korean models received a 3-day ban after a hot and steamy poolside stream that reached almost 29,000 viewers. They undressed to their bikinis and performed various activities while dancing around the pool.
Wow.
Question I have to follow up with this is. They were banned, by the way, for 3 days. Okay, they were banned for 3 days by this. The question I have is: streamer Velvet7 is still banned with no reason given. So, do you think? Well, actually, I'm gonna flip. I'm gonna go to the other question. Do you think that the 3-day ban is too light of a punishment? We'll start with that, and then I'll go back to the Velvet7 thing. What do you guys think about that?
In context with Velvet7. It's unreasonable. She's being banned because she happens to be a person that happens to have incredibly large breasts. It's not her fucking fault.
No, the question was about the Korean streamers.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I'll come back to Velvet7 in a second, okay? Because I don't like the second part of the question that I wrote.
According to Twitch's rules, they were in a pool. They should be allowed to wear a bikini.
Yeah, but they were also doing sexually suggestive things.
Do they have to press their tits up against the glass and all that stuff, which they also
I didn't watch this.
Okay.
I can't exactly what happened.
I'll be honest.
They did, and I tried to put it in. I tried to put it in context, Alan. It was a hot and steamy poolside stream. Like I'm talking.
There was no doubt that was sexual content. Like it's you can see people at the beach. Like we saw the day after. ST Peach did a pool stream. That's not sexual content. She was in a string bikini, not sexual content. But this was 100% sure.
What did they do that was different from what Peach does?
They were in like a glass pool, pressing their bodies up, like just to show off everything, dancing. It was like obviously this was all that was so close. You can come to Chatterbait or any other campsites that you can get without being totally naked.
I'm going to argue a devil's advocate point here. The culture there is incredibly different than the culture here. It's very more monetizably sexual. They have fucking bars you can go to. I think they're milk bars, right? You go in, you literally walk in the door, and there will be a girl's hand down your pants trying to jerk you off. That is the culture that they live in.
Wait, hold on 1 second. What country?
Which country?
South Korea.
I would guess a lot of viewers had their hand down their pants during this stream.
Is this
I mean,
they're an incredibly.
What does that have to do with the Twitch terms of service?
Well, I don't give a fuck where you're from. Fucking follow TOS.
Sex and sexual activities are much more normalized in their culture, so their understanding of where these lines are might be very different from what an Americans or
Read
most
fucking
Europeans.
TOS then.
No, it's the TOS. Let me tell you this. They go around bouncing their teeth like that. I'm telling you, they know what they're doing. Toes know what they're doing.
But that's like all over their television. That happens all over their public. It's normal for them. The
TOS is vague, by the way. The TOS.
No, it is vague, but I mean, come
press
on.
your tits against glass. So
okay, obviously it doesn't say that, but you should fucking know better. Come on, Wes. Really?
Well, that's what he's saying. Is that
all I'm saying is they might not understand the rules as well because of how normal these things are in South Korea.
Wait, this isn't a real argument. Just because you don't understand the rules very well, that doesn't protect you from anything.
Oh no,
that's such bullshit. See, exactly.
Like I said, I don't know that I necessarily believe this defense. I'm just giving the only defense that I think exists.
The real issue is really
know better and not be
Raj
soft.
brought it up.
When someone gets
Why
banned
can
on
she
Twitter,
call people thoughts and I can't?
I didn't actually hear her, but go ahead, Andy. Go ahead, Andy. Andy, go ahead.
When someone gets banned on Twitch, I feel like we should have arguments about the actual reason and the situation, but to actually talk about if it's fair they got banned, like these toss arguments, they always go around in circles. Everything is unjust. Everything is the toss is constantly contradicting itself, and we have the same back and forth conversation every time. That's
true. Welcome to the Royale, Andy.
TOS should just be completely irrelevant to us, and we should just talk about the actual situation at hand, because TOS is so fucking cringeworthy bad that it just doesn't make sense to even acknowledge.
The actual issue at hand is kind of what Raj talked about, was that Velvet 7 got banned essentially for inappropriate outfit, I believe is what she tweeted about. Like, she posted a picture of her outfit, which was relatively conservative compared to most of her outfits. And the issue is she has been banned for much longer than these girls have.
Yeah, so do you think that the 3-day ban was too light of a punishment here? I mean, there was deliberate.
Too light. They know what they're doing.
But also,
I'm curious why they did it is because
I'm curious how much money
superstars.
I'm curious how much money Twitch made off of it versus how much money they make off of Velvet 7.
That's the whole reason why they get a 3-day ban.
Do you think it's a money thing?
Yeah,
Twitch is making a lot of money off these movie streamers.
Yeah, holy shit, they're making a killing.
So do you think that's why? Do you think that the money is what leads them to their decision, Destiny?
No.
I think it has part of it.
I don't think. Wait. These Koreans were they even like running commercials? Like I don't. Is this...
No. She has a stream. Like she streams. Like
I'm talking about like the Korean girls or whatever. Like I doubt that.
Every time you click a channel, assuming
well, she has subs.
I don't think the income they get from like any individual streamer, except for like the absolute top monsters, is
like
important
influencing.
Well, not only that, they're going to lose. Hold on, they're going to lose. To say that they're making these decisions based on income is stupid, because they're going to lose money in long term by way of advertisers that are not going to want to enter the space when they see content like that on the website.
Right, that's
so they're
the
going to
thing
lose.
that they're considering.
Yeah, so
Good point.
To make this assumption that they're trying to retain them because they're pulling 29,000 viewers is ridiculous, because they're going to lose the advertisers in the long run.
Think about Alibro's point. If Korea is such a hypersexual, like normalized place, then wouldn't Korean advertisers be okay with this kind of content? I don't think it would shoo away advertisers.
Well, except it's being broadcast globally is the problem, and most of the advertisers come from America.
They do.
Now hold on. Now what if this was a photo shoot, right? Let's just say this was like a photo shoot. Could you kind of make the case that this was art?
What?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, everything is. This is art.
Everything is art. You literally fuck dogs on stream and say it's art. That's not a defense of anything.
What?
Okay. Well, it clearly is. It's a defense of
anything can be
hold on.
considered
It's a
art.
defense
Like,
of stripping butt naked and painting your body, though, isn't it?
Yeah, except that's illegal, Destiny, and wearing bikinis and pressing your tits on glass isn't.
No, but.
Okay, I mean, you could walk around your room and jerk off. I can't call that art.
Have been defended by I was doing an artistic thing.
Body painting is something that they've made like a specific exception for, but like I mean, like we can get into like big like conversations on what is art. I mean, but at the end of the day, we're not going to agree on anything, because virtually anything can be considered art, right? Yeah. Like this is a question that we've been asking for like 100 years or longer.
Some people draw like shit and they be like, "Oh my god, this is my art. You want to commission me?" And you know, so.
But if you phrase it in a like extremely commonly accepted area of art, photography, I think the TOS would be definitely way lighter. They might not even got banned for it.
That's possible.
I just think they know what they are doing. They know what they are doing. That's all, and they should be banned longer than that.
Yeah, I mean, like when you look at the stream, like it's pretty obvious what's going on, right? This isn't like an art thing at all, or like a photography or a model
thing. I don't think anyone's
thing,
debating that it's sexual or not sexual.
Mixer actually draws this distinction. You are allowed to show nude photography on Mixer as long as you do not linger on the image. I've had a direct conversation with somebody who does.
Can you do a quick money shot on the image?
Yeah. What does that mean?
They specifically said if that is no longer than 1 minute in time, you can show nudity in an artistic context.
What about
as long as you do not have it on screen for longer than that, you are fine.
I actually respect Mixer's rules.
No, but Mixer, hold on. Have you seen Mixer's guidelines?
Yeah, no, that's why I'm fucking shocked as hell.
No, I think it's great.
It blows my mind.
Would you rather Twitch adopt the guidelines such as Mixer with outlining the particular outfit guides that?
Once Mixer becomes larger,
Kaceytron was shook.
once Mixer becomes larger, having highly specific rules like that is going to do nothing except for have people determine exactly where that line is and meet that line constantly all of the time.
Yeah, but their lines aren't
couldn't
that bad.
happen.
I
Right,
mean-
but what I'm saying is Twitch can't define the lines because it gives them no ability to act ever.
So
don't they want to
the
act
vagueness.
less? They don't want to have all this work and all this bullshit, all this PR negative views. Like, wouldn't having these hard lines be better for them? It'd make their job.
What I'm saying is a minute of artistic nudity is locking Mixer out of advertiser dollars that are way beyond what they have available to them.
Hey, did you know that this is kind of weird? This is a side comment. Somebody said that breastfeeding isn't allowed on My Free Cams. Did you know that?
Really?
You're not allowed to have children.
Oh,
Yeah, it's 'cause
oh,
it's a
oh,
sex
just
website.
obviously.
Oh, okay,
Duh. Okay.
Good
all right.
one, Raj.
Yeah.
Duh,
Sorry.
Creeper, Raj.
That was-
Tokens and I
that was.
feed my
That, I didn't even
baby.
think
What
about.
the
Sorry, that was
fuck?
stupid. God damn it,
no.
Doc.
If-
God damn
if
it,
you
Doc.
if
No,
you
no,
have
no, no.
your child
Okay, hold on.
wander around
Hold on. He didn't mean that. Hold on. You wanted it wrong, Raj. Let me finish. Okay. All right. Lactation in general is not allowed. But what the fuck would you be
Really?
spraying? Okay. Okay. All right.
Well, there's
That's
some
weird then.
Weird people that
You
know,
can't
they
lactate
wanna-
in general, I guess.
Well, they have limits too.
Oh,
You can't do like blood cosplays and shit. You
Wait.
can't have weapons even if they're foam.
Why would you just be
Stuff
lactating?
down the baby crying and it will make them lactate.
My
That would
Free
be
Cams,
fucking-
if I recall, doesn't even allow male models. Period.
Oh well. I
Yeah.
don't know why we're. All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're very weird and specific about their rules. Chatterbait is much broader.
Oh.
Bro, have you ever jerked off on the internet?
Yes.
I was on Chatterbait last
Did you
night.
enjoy it?
Yes.
You like people watching you jerk off?
I am. Oh, you meant broadcasting.
Yeah, have you ever
like
done
just
that?
sitting there just
I was
jerking.
like, what are you talking about?
Oh no, none of you ever.
No,
jerked
I've
before.
thought about doing camming, but I don't think
Holy
there's a market
shit.
for me.
I'd
I
pay
think there
so
is
much
actually.
money. Yeah, you're
I
so.
think there's a market
There might
for
be.
either,
I've
Albert,
thought about it.
I
No,
think you
Albert,
feel.
imagine just talking politics while you're just yanking your wing.
No, that would absolutely
So
be my
neat.
niche.
Wow.
Is most of the people on the cam sites do not do conversation at all,
See?
and I think I might be able to capture an audience
If
doing
you
it.
were masturbating, I think you'd be way cooler. That's all I'm gonna say.
Thanks.
You just like cut his
Thanks,
like,
Wes.
you know.
Alabrel's masturbating. That's a good idea. Okay. All right, let's take a vote. We're voting for who you want to keep, not kick. Keep, not kick. Here we go.
Reminder that keep me so I can debate Keith on whether I'm a sexist.
Yeah, okay, that's not gonna work every round if you want to
Fucking political topics are over.
Just one.
Keep me. Y'all know I'm the meme now, right?
I really do want to hear that though, Ram. Kind of.
I know, right? It'd be a great conversation.
I do want to
He's
see
just
whether.
gonna keep saying it for the next like
you
how many
promised that
rounds?
last
He's just
round.
trying. Yeah, he promised it
didn't-
No,
last.
I'm just waiting for. I'm waiting for the opportunity. I'm willing to remember.
Until she gets eliminated, then you're like, oh shit, I guess I can do
Oh,
it.
big bummer.
Then
Kitty
let's
got the least
fucking do
amount
it
of votes.
right now. Come on, squad up. Let's go.
What do you have to say? I have nothing to say. You're
Hold
so
on, wait.
successful.
Let's.
I'm the meme. I'm the new Nam for y'all. Nam. Please.
So, cutie, you think that I'm sexist? You think that I'm sexist because I accidentally? So, with people that I've literally talked to once before, I accidentally can't tell two different voices together. It's not like I did this on voice yesterday.
and you're constantly
when there
being
was, like, 10 other
condescending to
people I didn't know who
everyone
were
that
done.
brings up any opinion.
Actually, I'm just as I'm just as condescending towards Wes as well. Wes is also
No,
the
you
dumb.
know, I'm gonna
Like,
play the
you're
rem
also
roll and
the
just sit
dumb
here and call you
Cinderella.
sexist without any
I'm
listening to
just
your
gonna call
argument.
anyone
Oh, you're
who's
sexist.
ableist
Hey, you're
and
sexist.
homophobic.
Hey, you're being sexist.
Cutie's
So
gaining some
you
ground.
think that I'm
You're a
sexist?
big sexist.
As much as I'm very amused by what you're doing, he did defend exactly why people were being ableist.
Yes,
Oliver,
exactly.
this-
20
all
gifted
you
subs.
have
Thank you,
are
Dominic.
sexist.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
I accidentally called you someone else because I don't
No,
know
you're
either of you very
sexist.
well.
Last week you did the same thing to me and Candy. You're sexist.
Oh,
Shut
yeah,
up, I'm
because
talking.
had I ever met you before? So how am I supposed
You
to
met me
tell
last
if I've
week?
never talked to you before?
This is the least.
You met me last week.
So I've talked to you
You know my
once
voice.
before. God,
You know my voice.
You're so fucking dense. It's absurd to me.
Oh, cool. Yeah, you can call me dumb now. That's something you can do. That's really nice of you. You're a nice person.
Yeah, well, okay. That's not really a
It's the
response.
nice Royale today.
You got
It is.
outplayed.
Yeah, Rem's a fucking asshole is what we all fucking found out, I guess.
Yeah, fuck
Shut
Rem.
the fuck up, Courtney. You voted for Donald Trump.
I'm sorry,
Wait,
who's speaking
Courtney,
right now? Who's speaking?
You voted for Donald Trump.
Who is that?
That's all I
don't
have
see
to
anybody.
say.
Wes,
You literally voted for Donald Trump.
do you think Cutie? Do you think that Wes is a sexist?
No.
Why was there a delay?
What do you mean there wasn't a delay?
That's all I need. That's all I need. Okay, so
Hey,
if
I'm gonna ask the
broadcast
question to the
delay.
people here.
That's the
I
thing
was
was-
raised traditionalist, and I still stick by those values. Where the man's the breadwinner and the wife's the home taker. Does that make me sexist?
That's an incredibly sexist thing. Yeah.
Really?
No, I don't
Well,
think
wait.
so.
No, that's not sexist.
Definitionally,
That's
that's
not
It's not sexist at all.
That's not
have a-
sexist.
if you
I
have
think
a
that's the
preference-
opposite. That's just
One
traditional
second.
values. That has nothing to do with like sexism.
Oh, you're
That's definitionally what sexism is.
If you have a preference to find a woman who adheres to those values, that is 100% a-okay. If you look down on other
That's just
people,
preference,
or if you
yeah.
call other people out for not doing
Oh
that,
my
then you have a problem.
No.
Albert,
So
would you
wait,
agree
does
with that or
mean
not?
The girl is sexist
no,
and I'm sexist if I found a girl that
I
aligns
will-
with those
Yeah, it's
values?
possible. Yeah, 100%.
I agree 90% with
But I'm
what Destiny
sexist.
said there. If you find somebody else that agrees with the way that things should be, you should be allowed to consent to absolutely anything that
Yeah,
you
I
want.
never look down on people.
And that
who think-
is not
Yeah.
morally wrong, but that
Okay,
both
I'm
of
not
you
even
want that
morally sexist.
and are
I'm
acting
benevolent
that way.
sexist.
If it's
Wes, you're
based
not
on
sexist.
gender and not personal preference, it is sexism. If you have a personal preference for being the head of your household and you have the personal preference for being the homemaker in your home, that is probably some low-level internalized sexism, but you're allowed to make whatever choice you want.
No,
for
women
yourself.
should cook and
Did I
clean
just
and
get a
do
problem
laundry
from
every day.
Alabro for being a sexist?
Not exactly.
That was. I'm fuck. Is this what is going on today?
It's the Agree Royale.
Damn,
buddy.
I've never
I'm
seen
uncomfortable.
Wes and Alabrel agree on anything. This is remarkable. Okay,
I'm not comfortable.
it's time to take a vote. Sliker, you won, but you can't vote 2 times in a row. Destiny, you must choose between the bottom 2 people, Wes, by the way, and Canute, who are virtually tied.
Oh, man.
This is easy, Destiny.
Really?
Yeah.
Who should I kick, Graham? Who do you think I should kick?
No, you should just leave the podcast.
All right, you know what, Rem? Because I was mean to you earlier. I'm going to let you make a decision. All right, which one should I?
No,
What do you
Destiny,
think?
that's not the rules. You must make the
No,
decision.
he's playing
Tell me,
reverse
Rem. Talk to me,
psychology.
Rem. Talk to me,
Destiny,
Rem.
you must make the decision,
I can
Destiny.
confer with other people. Raj, this is my vote.
I
Rem, who
made
should
the
I kick? Tell
rules,
me.
Destiny.
I
want
really
input.
think that. I love Canute, and I
While you're deliberating,
yeah, watch
Destiny,
Destiny's
I've been throwing around
gonna kick
compliments.
Canute.
Courtney, I still don't like you as a person, but
Destiny's
your
gonna be
fucking
the
fingernails
opposite
look
of what I say.
amazing today.
Oh, I need to get my nails done. What are you talking about?
All I will say is that I love Canute, and I want Canute to stay all the way to the end.
Okay, in that case, you know what,
You're
Wes?
gonna
It's
kick.
been fun, buddy. I look forward to the next round. Canute, I'm so sorry. I got.
I knew it.
I'm so sorry. I love you, Canute. I love you.
Destiny, he just played you. He knew he didn't want Canute. I mean, he didn't want Wes.
Yes, it was all a plan.
That's fine.
All right,
Canute, I
Canute,
love
thank you
you,
so
man.
much for
Okay,
coming.
guys,
Go ahead and
bye.
shout out your channel.
Bye.
Twitch.tv/Knut.
Huh?
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Wait, you didn't hear the debate? Sliker?
No?
Yeah, he completely debated.
Oh, okay.
Who's on the bottom camera
Sorry,
right
Sliker
there?
literally just turned his headset back on.
Sliker.
How's your win-loss today there, Sliker, buddy?
I'm not playing. I'm on Mom's life. I'm
Called
not
it.
playing.
Destiny, that's the lowest of the lows.
Yep. If I can't go after you, I'm gonna go after your friends, Rem. You become philosophy Batman. I hope you're ready.
Ren's friends with Canute?
What?
Oh my god, I can't believe I lasted this long. What the fuck?
Yeah, congratulations.
That was funny.
you made quite a what do you call it? A splash
Pressure.
last week.
Stir?
And you had a tweet last week, Green Dumpling, where you had like 70,000, 80,000 views on the exit of the Rajj Royale last time.
Yeah, I said I've been streaming for almost 2 years. I've never had my shit on viral, but it's because of Sliker. This is why I can't hate on him. You know, like he gave me the boost, so I have to milk all those opportunities. Of course, you too, Raj. So, yeah.
Yeah. What, do you still hate Sliker? No, you started off the stream hating Sliker. Do you hate him now, or do you still like him?
No, see, the thing is, I don't hate Sliker. I can't. He has hearing problem. I respect that. But the thing is, I have a problem with Alabrel. You know, so I came in.
Yeah,
the
we
first person
fucking
to
know.
fight
Let's not go over it again. Jesus.
Yeah, I know, but I just want to. Shut the hell up.
Alabrel, are you gonna back off on your sentiment? Do you still think that Green Dumpling's a piece of shit?
Yeah, he's made homophobic comments
Okay,
and then hid behind his own existence.
Wait, why are we back on
as
this?
inoculating himself as possibly being able to do that?
I want to bounce over to something
it's
else.
an incredibly guarded and ignorant opinion.
but
so boring. You are the most hateful. You are the icon of all the hateful shit in the world. Shut the fuck up. Shut your mouth.
Oh my God, Green Doubling's fucking hilarious.
So
I can't even.
the question is you, Alabro, you can't even recall what he said. Would you
No,
consider
it was
yourself
relatively benign, as I said too.
Okay, but then why would you? Don't you feel like you're being kind of hateful for calling him a piece of shit?
No.
No, he is.
Alabro, isn't that the
behind-
same argument you just had against me though, when you were like, "Oh, but Rem explained how he wasn't sexist." Like, so why are you doing the same thing where you can't explain how?
But that was literally 1 week.
Oh, the Cinderella is back.
So he makes a comment that you call benign. Yeah, I mean, fair enough to call him a homophobe at the lowest sense, but to call him a piece of shit, that fits as well, even though you said
Yeah, because he screamed at me for an hour about it. That's the part that makes him a piece of shit.
He said the same thing about me too.
Probably because you called him a
went on your
homophobe.
stream and talk shit about me, bitch.
Do you not understand?
Yeah.
Isn't it fair that
I
he would
called
shit talk
his
you?
comment homophobic. Again, you guys are constantly, continually
Well, no, earlier you
trying
said
to tell me the difference between calling someone a phobe and calling their actions istic and an ism.
Yeah.
But you
Pay
hate
the fuck
everybody, though,
attention
Alabro.
to what I'm saying.
Yeah, but you said he was a homophobe as well with his comment.
No, I never said that.
You have called him a homophobe multiple times this stream.
What
For
else?
that
What
one
else?
benign
If
homophobe.
I've done so, that is in response to one of you using that word. He has made homophobic statements and defended them exclusively by the fact that he is gay.
Said one statement. Stop embellishing it.
And you can't even say what he said.
So
Right, it was goddamn 9 months ago.
Do you think, Alabro, that you should stop short of calling people a piece of shit and maybe try to, I don't know,
No, I don't
take
like
a different
him.
approach?
Why? Because he's gay?
It's just
That's exactly why.
Are you the homophobe,
I have
Alabro? Are
huge
you the
problems
homophobe?
That
with
was a
gay
good
people.
joke. Fuck you.
That's
But wait, when Alabro makes a point and calls someone out, he might be valid half the time, right? But I feel like it's like someone stealing gum and you cut their fucking arm off because like you
I know. That's what I'm saying.
so extreme. If you dialed it back, even if you're making a point, I think your points would hold more weight if you didn't like completely blow your fucking brains open about every single comment that people make that you don't like.
well. I'm sorry that my consistency upsets people.
Well, no, I think it's your hypervigilance.
That's the problem.
It's a world in which shit is happening hyper frequently. The normalization of these things is one of the biggest problems.
Yes, but
and so bringing forth people's understanding and awareness of their incredibly normalized usage of this harmful shit is the whole point of what I'm doing. It's why hypervigilance is important.
But also calling someone
Gamercap, thank you very
homophobic
much
is just
for
as
10
toxic.
gifted subs.
What else? What else? You want to say?
What do you guys think about the word homophobe? Like,
It's the same thing as last week, like
overused?
throwing out the word
Is it
racist, throwing out the word
overused?
homophobic.
Does it
Exactly.
lose
Oh, you're a
its
piece of
meaning
shit.
because of how frequently we use it?
No, but you can't even back up your fucking statements. You call someone a homophobe or a racist or a piece of shit.
Do
and
you
can't
want
even sit
me
there, but
to
you can't even sit there and
assume
say, no, I
that
want you to
everyone
tell
is
people
going to be
facts. I want
shitty
you to
all
sit there
of
and
the
say-
time and record everything that
No,
I
but if you heard a specific statement from
participated
somebody
in?
on this
But
podcast,
I think-
you should be able to say what you fucking heard.
Guys, can I say something? I actually agree with Courtney here. Like, we should restrict racist, for example, like to specific people, like Courtney, who actually voted for Trump, who said he would instigate racist policies. So I would say here we should call Courtney a racist and a sexist and a homophobe.
Why would I be a
Maybe
racist,
no
a sexist, or a homophobe? I bet you can't even fucking back that shit up, can you, Rem? I bet you
I already
fucking
said
can't.
because you
No,
voted
I
for
want,
Trump.
I want.
I
Oh,
already
just
said
because I made a vote for a fucking really? Because I made a
Yeah.
vote.
Yeah, that's
You're
right.
endorsing what they do by voting for them.
So let's move on.
4 years ago.
Okay, we've settled that. Let's go.
I guess
She said she's re-voting for him, so she continues to endorse what he does.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying though, it doesn't make any sense for people to sit here and say that I'm a racist.
Courtney's defense of herself, by the way, to you, Rem, is that how dare people hold against her what her vote was. It's not fair. She doesn't necessarily believe in all of those things.
Okay, Courtney, let the adults speak.
If I voted for a fucking Democrat, I bet none of you would have a fucking issue with that, would you?
Why is Courtney not?
When you vote for somebody, hold on, Alabra, when you vote for somebody, do you automatically endorse everything that they've done in their past and
that's what a vote is. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So, did you vote for Hillary Clinton in the 2000?
I did not.
You did not. Okay.
Who did you vote for?
You didn't fucking vote. You didn't vote.
Rem, did you?
No, I didn't vote. I voted in the primary.
That's a fucking problem.
Wait a second.
You didn't even fucking vote.
What's wrong with him not voting? I didn't vote for the same.
Raj,
reason.
I'm Canadian.
Oh, you're Canadian. God damn it, Rem. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Why would I ever put my vote forward?
Honey, vote for whoever the fuck you want. Honey, listen.
No, that's what I'm saying. Don't call me honey. You yelling doesn't make you seem any more intelligent.
Honey.
Oh
We're
yeah,
back
Wes,
to
you fucking
honey.
spewing fucking bullshit from your fucking fat fucking mouth.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
By the way,
Whoa.
how's your fucking diet going? How's that fucking chicken
Whoa,
leg?
hey, no body shaming here.
Apologize to him.
I didn't insult you physically.
Fuck you, Alabro. Go fuck
Apologize to him.
Holy
No,
shit.
don't apologize.
Oh my God, Courtney, that's not very nice. You shouldn't do that.
Oh, I shouldn't.
Courtney, no, you really shouldn't make fun of him for people for their weight. That's not appropriate.
That's fine.
I mean, Wes in particular.
Hold on, Courtney. No, Courtney, you've already called me fat. It's my turn to speak. I'm the victim, forehead. No, so the issue there is that since by you saying that, you just completely invalidated everything you were saying because you resorted to the only thing you had left, which was a personal attack because you're too goddamn dumb to come up with anything of substance.
Oh, really? Because you don't fucking you've never made fun of Qtcinderella before.
It's the agree right now.
That's the difference, Courtney. That's the difference, Courtney, is every time I insult someone, it's after I fucking debase them with intelligence. Your dumbass
that I do not agree with.
Attack.
You step up on the personal insults on me all the time, but everything else I'm with.
Hold on, hey, Courtney, that's enough. Come on now, that's.
Courtney is
why? Just
She's a girl. Don't worry, she can get away with anything.
Courtney is incredibly set off for being held to account for her
It's just
opinion.
funny that people sit here and say like I'm a
It's
racist,
just
I'm a transphobe, I'm this and that, but no one can fucking back it up. Oh wow, because I voted for Trump.
I think. Hold on, Courtney.
Wait. Okay, hold on. Let's address this. Okay, so quickly.
I can back it up.
Generally, okay. So Alabrel's take was that when you vote for somebody, you explicitly endorse, or at the very least, implicitly endorse every view they've ever had. So that if you vote for somebody, what?
I have a photo of Courtney's racism.
Can you just let me fucking finish?
Wait.
I do want to
let Destiny. Hold on, Alabrel, quiet.
She probably has a picture of her with a fucking MAGA hat or something. Okay, I don't care.
No, she has a picture.
Hold on, Ram. 1 second. Let Destiny finish his point, and then you can go.
Wait, how is a picture of her with a gun endorsing racism?
No, Destiny. This is a good picture.
I have a.
I want to know how the fuck I'm racist.
How is a picture of her holding a gun?
No, okay, but she's too. It's an Instagram photo where it's.
Raj, what was the picture about?
It's an Instagram photo of you holding, I believe is it a Glock or some sort of gun, and it says, "I'm ready when you are at Milo Yiannopoulos."
Yeah. Okay.
No
Sharia. It's 1911.
No terror.
Oh, hold on. I didn't see that actually. I didn't see the second part. I just opened it up.
Okay, so what? It doesn't matter though.
Wait, what's the
Milo
second?
is a problematic person.
Oh my God.
Totally different that time.
I read the thing. It says no Sharia, no terror. I guess, and it's a picture of a gun.
Oh my goodness.
Because
Are you gonna go out and shoot the Muslims?
That's it.
Courtney?
What's the big deal? Because I'm
You're gonna shoot the Muslim? Is that the plan?
I never said that. Did I say that? Did I state that?
What do you think? What do you think your photo represents?
Yeah, I said against Sharia law. What the fuck are you talking about?
Shoot the law?
You're gonna shoot the law?
Yeah, shoot that fucking photo.
I've never dealt with so many. I thought Destiny was a beta fucking cuck, but you and Wes are the biggest motherfucking cucks on this fucking podcast.
For being able to shut you down with actual history?
Much, but actually, I don't think he's that bad compared
Oh
to you.
my
You think they're awful for holding you account
Courtney,
shit
you're
that
not
you've spewed.
attractive enough to be this stupid, dude.
Oh, and you think you are, Wes? And you fucking think you are, Wes?
Oh, I don't support that, Wes.
Okay.
That's not okay.
It's so funny. It's so funny to watch Alabra, Wes, and Rem start to agree, and
baby.
you guys start to agree. And
I'm super curious about the earlier assertion that if you vote for somebody, you implicitly endorse all of their viewpoints. I don't think you can defend that.
I don't endorse everything that fucking Donald Trump does.
I'd like
Courtney with a gun saying she's gonna shoot Muslims.
She didn't say that explicitly, but
I
don't know
know,
what she meant.
but that's what
Hold on.
it
Would you let Rem? Would you let Courtney try to clarify?
Well,
what
hold on,
she meant by that?
wait. Actually, wait. Firstly, so Rem, the argument that you're making right now, this is a classic post hoc generalization and a confirmation bias, all rolled into one. You have initially said that Courtney is racist, homophobic, and hateful or whatever because she voted for Trump. And now that somebody, I guess in my chat, linked you a picture, now you're jumping on that as your argument, which makes it seem like you have this idea that she is racist, regardless of whatever evidence you have. And now that somebody linked you something different, you're like, oh yeah, she definitely
Let him
is.
finish, Rem.
So wait, bringing up this picture, it makes you look real shit, except for to people that already agree with you, right? So this isn't the original argument. Now, if you want to talk about this picture in particular, you can talk about that. But your initial characterization was that she's racist and homophobic and hateful because she voted for Trump. So you should stick on that and not jump to the next piece of evidence that somebody happened to dig up on Instagram.
No, because Courtney's response to me saying she's racist, whatever, for voting for Trump was that, no, show me evidence. You can't just say I'm racist or blah, 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 because I voted.
So then the question is, Rem, so the question is, Rem, so the question is, if you hadn't found that picture, would you have walked back your statements? Would you have said, oh, well, I can't find evidence, so never mind, it's okay, you voted for Trump?
Hold on. So if her argument is that, no, I'm not racist because you don't have any actual primary evidence of my racism, that's basically what you said. You said, just because I didn't vote for them, I'm not racist.
Guess what? I'm not racist. Pull fucking evidence. I didn't fucking say that.
Are you racist?
So are you racist?
Are you racist?
Because of a fucking photo of me holding a gun saying that I don't like Sharia.
That's a no. Oh my
wow, big
God.
fucking deal. So what?
Wait, this argument is actually so AIDS. You said you are racist because of X, right? So if she so you're claiming that she's racist because of X, and more or less what she's asking you, without realizing it or not, is okay, walk me down this deductive line of reasoning where X makes you racist, and now you jump to Y. So is somebody being a Trump voter, does that make them? Wait, this is really easy. Does being a Trump voter just make you racist by default? Yes or no?
Absolutely.
Or do you need more evidence, which means it doesn't make you racist by default?
All right.
Rem's claim is that by voting for Trump, you are a racist and a sexist.
Yes, that was the initial claim, but now it seems like we're walking that back because you need supplementary evidence to prove it.
Destiny, I stand by that as well, but I realize that Courtney's not going to be capable of having that type of discussion with me, so I'm going after a different angle. That's not a contradiction.
Tell me why she's not capable, Rem.
Watch this, okay? I'm going to do this in 10 seconds, okay? Courtney, so the argument is that when you vote for people that end up proposing legislation or executive orders that hurt people of certain races or of certain sexual orientations, people would say that you're implicitly supporting that legislation. That by voting for somebody that does it, that would therefore make you racist. I did that in 10 seconds, Rem. You tell me you can't have that conversation with someone?
I said that earlier. I literally
No, you
said
didn't. I haven't heard you say that a single time.
Racist Islamic
legislation. Maybe I'm deaf, but I didn't hear that explanation at all.
Wait.
Well, then you were...
I need to say it's important that even though Destiny and Rem are radically disagreeing between each other on how they arrived at where they did both arrive at Courtney is a racist.
No, I don't.
I'm not sure if Destiny said that, Alabro.
Yeah,
I did. Destiny, did you say that?
Destiny,
no, I haven't.
Do you not think that Courtney is racist?
Did you just prove logically that she does believe in the racist things that have occurred and does support them?
I literally did. Oh my God,
so fucking ignorant. It's fucking hilarious.
Do you support Trump?
And you're ableist.
I literally.
So hold on. And now we're getting on. Hold on, no. Hold on. One second. I want to bring some more people into the panel here.
That's what'll make it better.
Well, so do you guys think that voting for Donald Trump makes you a racist? Because that was the original argument. Qtcinderella.
Yes.
Do you think that voting for Donald Trump makes you a racist?
I don't think that who you vote for, you stand behind every single political decision they make. I don't think. So I don't think Courtney is automatically a racist just because she voted for Donald Trump. Do I judge her in a way for voting for Donald Trump? Unfortunately, yeah, because I think it's a shitty thing. But I don't think she's racist.
Okay, so would you rather have her vote for Hillary Clinton than Trump?
Absolutely.
Yikes.
Okay.
Oh, what the fuck?
Why?
Wait, it doesn't necessarily have to make you a racist. It could also make you just ignorant.
Why? Because I have
Well, you
an
can still
opinion
be-
and I like a certain political
No,
candidate
no,
that
no.
makes me a piece
Look,
of shit.
this
That's
is
what you're
disgusting.
saying,
I'm not-
Andy. What the fuck are you talking about?
Just because I voted for Bolsonaro, does that make me horrible?
Listen, I'm not saying you're ignorant because of that. I'm
You
saying
literally just said that. You literally just said
Shut the fuck up.
You have to be one or the other.
Listen, I'm saying it could also make you ignorant, and that could kind of like excuse you of being racist if you vote for someone blindly and don't realize that it's gonna instill.
Alright, great.
fucking
Awesome
racism.
point.
That is
So
such
if
a
I
nice
voted
way of
for-
calling
so
her
if I
dumb.
voted for fucking Hillary, everybody would be like, "Oh my god, she voted for Hillary. What a fucking feminist! Go fuck yourself."
No. Hold on. I will say this.
Hillary.
I will say this, Courtney. I don't think many people would call. There's a lot of most people on the left. I don't think are really behind Hillary anymore. I don't think they even.
No,
they just
most
thought she was the
people on
best.
the left are
Whatever, I
absolutely.
voted for
Hold on,
Trump.
stop.
I
Wait.
don't really
You're
care.
spending way too much time talking to Son. Most people on the left absolutely did support Hillary.
Well,
and
no, they
Obama
did. Yes.
and Biden.
But now,
Okay, yeah.
now they wouldn't
Not
support
now,
Hillary,
I'm
and
saying
that's what I'm saying now.
I don't know about that.
Really?
Like,
So you think Hillary would?
most people still have highly favorable views of Barack Obama,
Most
of the
Democrats
ACA, of Joe
definitely
Biden,
still
and
support
Hillary
Hillary.
Clinton. was the Secretary of State of America for 8
I'm
years.
wrong, Destiny. Maybe I have been soaking in the tub with the Sun, maybe a little bit too much. But that's the impression that I get is that they chose her as the lesser of two evils and would not support her running again in 2020. But maybe it's because they just think that she would lose, and that's probably why they wouldn't support her. Maybe not because they don't support her views or whatnot. Alabama, go ahead.
I do agree that it was the lesser of two evils. I mean, it was unfortunate, but still, when you weigh the pros and cons of policies and what person represents, I would say Hillary does not represent staunch racism and sexism like Trump did.
Yeah, but you're not
Definition of
forced to make an opinion.
lesser
No
of
one
two
tells you
evils,
have
though.
to vote. You
Just-
make a conscious
Don't
effort
you
to go
think-
out and vote, man. So I, for example, I didn't like either one of them. So guess what I did? I didn't fucking vote.
Yeah, so then you didn't affect anything, though,
That's
Wes. Like
fine,
that's
but
the issue.
I'm not attaching myself to either one. That is the issue. is being
Yeah, but
attached
you're
to both
letting
for
it happen. You don't have the spine to decide
Well,
what you
it's gonna
stand for
happen
between the
regardless
two.
because
No,
I'm
you
not-
you have to decide. You have to have an
Do you have to decide? I don't know about that. Does anybody?
democracy, baby
You should.
girl.
What
You
I'm saying
don't
is you
have to
should.
fucking decide.
I don't even live there and I voted just because I was raised there and I can have a mail-in vote, but it was important to me to have an influence on something. You know what I'm saying? If you don't vote at all, then what's the point?
Do you guys believe that you should? So are you saying, Cutie, that you should definitely vote? Even what if there's
Yes.
no candidate that you fully
absolutely.
support?
You need to stand behind something because it affects you.
fucking
You
don't.
need to look at the options and choose what you stand behind.
stupid.
Even if you
vote.
fucking go and vote for
Clueless
Green
fucks.
Party that's not
If you
going to
don't
win. or
see,
something
like,
that, you know what I'm saying?
Alabama, just talk. You don't need to raise your hand.
Issues.
Yeah,
on
I don't
both
want to
those
have to scream
candidates,
over
you know,
everybody
that's
for
not
an
talk.
Just not
I
vote.
would-
Otherwise, you don't want to be
on
involved. You
something.
don't want to endorse
Then don't
someone
fucking
who's done
speak
those
on
sorts
people
of
fucking
things.
voting for people if you don't even fucking
That's
vote yourself.
why.
Like, shut
Also,
up.
I just want to tell everyone it wasn't everyone in
because
chat.
you endorse him. You made the choice to endorse him,
Yeah,
even
because
though
I
you
wanted
knew
to
all the
fucking
fucked
vote.
up things
You
he did.
have the right to fucking vote.
Yeah, you have the right, but you also have the
Shut
right
the
not
fuck up.
to.
Don't vote.
And
Don't
no one's
fucking
telling
say
you you
shit
have to
about
vote,
it.
dude.
Exactly.
You're a
Shut the
fucking
fuck up,
idiot
Wes.
for
You're so
voting for him
fucking
because of
stupid.
what
You're
he's
fucking
done.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Hey,
Everyone,
hey,
dude.
come on, Courtney.
Yeah.
How many
Everyone
times are you
in
gonna go
chat
after
is
his
saying
weight?
that I voted illegally. I didn't vote illegally. I am a U.S. citizen. I have a working visa in Canada, so my residential address is in Washington. For the record, I didn't vote illegally.
Yeah, she just said that.
Alabama, you've been raising
I
your
know,
hand,
but everyone in
Alabama.
chat was like freaking out.
Here, let's take 5 minutes back on things and explain something that's important.
Oh, that's what we
Racism-
need to do. Go back. Okay, all right, go ahead.
Racism is not a ludicrous caricature of some guy that's out there with a baseball bat beating black people. Racism is the institutional fucking mechanisms by which people of color are kept down in our entire system. What Courtney is doing is supporting those systems explicitly to put in power people who are doing incredible harm to those communities. This isn't about her being out there literally burning fucking people that have the wrong skin color. This is about her supporting policies that harm those people in incredible ways at governmental institutional levels.
Your point is?
Yeah,
Sorry,
what's
dude,
the point?
I didn't hear anything you said. What
So,
was your
but
You can't talk to Courtney. Alabro, it doesn't work.
Because why the fuck would I want to have a
talking to
conversation
Courtney. I was
with
talking to
Alabro
everyone
or
that will
he has to
listen.
say?
She's a
Well,
child.
Why don't you just ask
She's a
Courtney?
child,
Like,
guys.
no, she's not a child. You don't need to say that, Rem. You don't need to be condescending. Remember how you don't need to
I
be
will be condescending.
Why don't we just pause?
I don't think it's.
Rem
I'm gonna go out and
was a
say
teenager.
I don't necessarily think it's. I'm not saying Courtney. I just don't necessarily think it's fair to put somebody in a category based on who they voted for.
No, it's not. So that's what I'm saying. So if you want to figure out if Courtney is racist, why don't you just ask Courtney if she's racist?
Because the way
I will 100%
your political views.
absolutely
I don't care about any of that shit.
forgive
You're fucking own
anyone
person,
that
like I'm
voted
being my
for
own
Trump
fucking
in
person,
2016
fucking
and
makes
then
you happy,
later
Alabro.
decided,
Being
oh
a
shit,
fucking dude. Shut the fuck up.
Hold on, let him
than
finish.
thought he
Courtney.
was. Anybody that voted in 2016 for Trump and now realizes, oh shit, he's a fucking hyper racist that wants to do a lot of harm to those communities. Those people I absolutely respect. Continued support for him, however, says that you are absolutely, explicitly supporting him for that shit because it's the shit that he's doing the most visibly, and the most effectively. His racist policies are the thing that he is known for and he is acting for. To continue to support him in the current climate makes you an explicit racist.
All right, Courtney, you know what?
She doesn't have to support all of his policies.
Courtney, let me ask you this. Are you still going to vote for him or not? I'm not going to go up against you. I don't want to fight you, okay? I like you.
No, that's fine. I have no problem with being honest with who I want to vote for or who I have voted for. I'm going to stick by what I believe
4
in.
years ago,
And
then,
yes,
if you
I'm going
voted for
to
him.
vote for him again. Yes, there you go. There's your fucking answer. Everybody fucking knew this. Raj knew this. Everyone fucking knows this.
But Courtney,
I
can
mean,
I ask you a
fucking
question?
secret.
Courtney, this has nothing to do with you being racist.
Can I
I'm
break
gonna
out
ask
my
you a
fucking
question.
MAGA hat? Like, what the fuck's wrong with you people?
Courtney,
Who
can
do
I
you
ask you a
fucking vote
question?
for?
Can I ask you a question, Courtney? It has nothing to do with racism. Okay, so this 4-year stretch, Trump, what policies that he's enacted, what successes
I just
of his...
think that he's like Qtcinderella said earlier. Like,
No,
all right,
let me finish my question.
Wait, no, I heard your question. I don't need.
No, you didn't.
Listen,
I want you to tell
I-
me what
Courtney, let Wes finish
he's
his question.
enacted, what successes he's had that makes you want to support him again in the next election.
Wait, but that wasn't my point though.
Courtney.
No, that's what I'm asking you.
Courtney,
I'm gonna-
he wants to
I
know.
just
He
want
wants
you-
to know.
I just want to know why you support him. What policies?
I mean, you know, he's getting us out of the recession that fucking Obama, you know, got us into, all that kind of garbage stuff like that.
Okay,
All right, see,
what else?
Raj, this is exactly why I don't fucking answer dumb
No,
fucking
but because-
questions.
no, but
Because you
Courtney-
make yourself look like a fucking idiot.
What are you talking about?
But there was no. What do you mean recession? The economy wasn't in a recession.
No.
Every financial indicator right now says that we are headed for a tremendous recession, if not another Great Depression.
Why is it that I can't vote for who I want to vote
No,
for?
of course you can vote for who you want.
No, Courtney, shut the fuck up, I'm talking, shut the fuck up, I'm
Hold on,
doing this, shut the
nobody's
fuck up, I'm
depriving
talking,
you.
shut the fuck up, I'm
Okay,
talking,
hold
shut
on.
the fuck up, I'm
Wes,
talking,
Wes.
shut the fuck up, I'm talking.
Courtney,
You know what I mean?
Courtney.
Courtney,
Oh my-
this is the point that I just proved, you fucking nitwit, is that you can't even tell me why you support this man, and the one point you brought up was completely fucking false. So you don't even know why you support this man, and you continue to.
And-
So yes, it goes back to either you're absolutely supporting all the fucked up shit he does, or you're just completely fucking ignorant and you do it for the lulz and the edginess. You don't even know what the fuck he did. That was
don't you know how
anything.
bombs cost?
It's so goddamn
Wait a second. Wes, which candidate are you supporting?
I have no idea yet.
Gary
You're such an asshole. You didn't even fucking vote last time, so shut the fuck up, Les.
Wait, how is that?
Yeah, I think it's more important to
I
back.
haven't made a decision yet, so that means I'm weighing my options and waiting for everything to keep going.
Fucking idiot.
Hold on, hey,
good one.
Courtney,
That's-
seriously,
it's
how
really
many times?
funny.
Hold on,
That
wait,
was-
just a second.
The fact
Really?
jokes are
Wait,
really
I'm
good.
sorry, Raj. So people can fucking call me a racist and a transphobe and a homophobe. but I
I've
can't
corrected.
fucking-
I
No,
said
that
I didn't
doesn't
think it
fucking
was
matter.
fair.
Every fucking time I come on
You
here,
are a
Raj, come on, really?
I said I came out and stated I didn't think it was fair.
You're
but
such a goddamn victim.
You know, sometimes
Holy
being
shit.
honest is not really a good thing, sister. Like,
I
you
have
know,
a
you can
question
just say,
for
I don't
Courtney.
know, but you went.
No,
like,
I think the issue overall is that Courtney, you're not articulating the things that you do stand behind him
No,
for.
that's
She
not
doesn't know what they are.
Well, no, you guys are. You're not giving her a
Cinderella.
chance. I don't think she's been giving a fair chance.
Christ, stop being complicit in her
asked
absolute
multiple
fucking
times, though.
ignorance.
Sorry,
Why
what
do
are
you
you
support
saying that's
Trump,
condescending?
Courtney?
Please, Rem, repeat your condescending.
Oh, sorry,
input.
I'll repeat it. I said stopping so fucking complicit in her stupid fucking racism and ignorance.
No,
Do you want me to say it again?
She did not.
There we go. See?
She did not vote for him because she is racist.
Cutie.
All right.
Do you stand behind
racist, I'm a transphobe and a homophobe.
Okay.
Here's the thing, Cutie, is when somebody says...
Fuck me
When somebody
sideways,
says, "Oh, I support Jair Bolsonaro because he's going to take Brazil and he's going to take it back from the left," and then he goes on to burn the Amazon forest down, he raids universities and throws liberal professors into prisons, he murders queer people, and then people are like, he's doing a great job and he's doing great on the economy. What that person means is it's not acceptable for me to say out loud I like him for all of those other things. So I have to bring up this other point that really isn't salient to what he's doing right now, because what I do truly believe is so disgusting and vile that I cannot bring it up.
Okay.
Is it fair to blanket like that, though?
Yeah, I think
that's
I think it might
They're
be.
just making so many assumptions there.
Yeah, that's
Like,
yeah.
I think my point is perfect.
He's fixing the economy.
Yeah.
Okay, so
fucking dog whistling.
I really want to, because it's clear that
this country.
Alabrel and
that she doesn't even know why she supports Trump, dude.
Hold on, Wes. Wait,
I'm
Wes.
arguing the opposite
Wes,
of that.
Alabrel, one
I'm
second.
arguing she knows exactly what he is doing and what she wants him to do, but she cannot speak those words.
Alabrel and Rem obviously believe that whoever they vote, you believe everybody that voted for Trump is a racist, right? Is that what you think?
I explained earlier that if they still support him,
Okay.
they are absolutely doing racist.
Okay, so you don't think that there was enough information out about him beforehand?
Correct. He was he was gross, and people were like, "Oh, he's just being edgy and he's telling gross jokes." But at this point, he's enacted so much legislature that it is undeniable.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Would anybody else agree with that? Destiny, is your take that even people that voting for him in 20? Oh, Sliker. Okay, you have a take. People voting for him in 2020, does that make them a racist? Does anybody have a problem with that?
I say yes.
I just think one thing, right? I think that Courtney, the only reason why Courtney votes for him is because she believes in what her dad votes for, right?
My dad, he voted for Hillary Clinton. What are you talking about?
Then I am completely going to stay out of this.
Good job, Sliker.
What the fuck, Sliker? What the fuck?
I tried, okay? I tried.
Always tried to make her look fucking bad.
I mean, but like that's another thing is like I stand behind Bernie on most things, but there was things that like I disagreed with. So does that mean even if I would vote for Bernie in the end, does that mean I agree with everything he does? No.
Yeah, but there's a difference because tell me about the things you disagreed with. Give me a couple examples.
Socialized college.
Okay, socialized healthcare. Compare that to racism, Islamophobia,
college.
Because that's the thing, is that it's the grievous.
Yeah, I understand. I understand that there's big negatives versus. But I'm just trying to listen. I don't agree with Courtney. I'm just trying to stop the amount of hatred that's being thrown at her for something that she doesn't necessarily deserve.
I was trying to save her.
I think it's more fair to say that Courtney's ignorant.
Cinderella, you seem to be trying pretty fucking hard.
100% ignorant.
I think she's
Sorry,
ignorant
what are
more
you
than
saying,
anything.
Rem? Wait, pause. Rem saying something again. Oh, good. Your internet's not working, so I can't hear you. That's perfect. Let's keep it that way.
Trying really fucking hard to defend a racist.
I'm not defending a racist.
Okay, I'll respond again.
What'd you say again, Rem?
What did I say that was racist?
Rem, go ahead and repeat yourself one more time.
I said you seem to be trying really fucking hard to be defending a racist.
I'm not defending a racist. I'm just trying to not be an advocate for hate. I feel like we're being very hateful.
Besides voting for Trump, what did I say? Please
actually, you should have said you voted for Trump. To be honest, like I know.
We already know that, and
you said that you're going to be voting for Trump again.
No, I want to know. Besides
you said you
voting
would
for Trump, what makes me a fucking racist? What did I say?
I don't know.
Okay.
No, shut
the southern border.
I want to know what Rem has to say about this. What the fuck did I say or do besides, oh, Courtney voted for Trump? Use that in every fucking podcast. Keep doing it. It's fucking awesome. So what the fuck did I say that was so fucking racist? Say it.
No, can I ask something regarding the ICE situation right now? Isn't it Trump's work? Like, I don't know, as a Malaysian, I read that he is actually involved in the ICE situation. and people are actually dying in there and stuff. And
no, he's doing lots of shitty things. Like,
all right,
for sure.
what policy of Trump's is so fucking racist?
Okay, well, that's
he literally. Are you not listening?
I think this is the issue, though. Hey, wait, can I just pause and say what the issue is? The issue is people, like, I want to say we all disagree with Courtney. We can all agree that we disagree with Courtney. But the issue is how the conversation is happening. The way that it's coming off is very hostile, and that's not going to get anywhere. There's no reason to have a hostile conversation by calling someone racist or calling them names.
We gotta be tolerant of people who literally say they're gonna shoot up Muslim people with their.
Okay, hold on, Rem. You're embellishing.
I never said that.
She never said that specifically.
You're not gonna get.
You can argue whether what she agreed on, but she didn't say that explicitly.
I'll amend it.
No, you amended to what she wrote.
I'll amend it. I will say.
She didn't say.
I'll amend it. I said I'll amend it.
I think she left.
Look, I'm a bit. Hold on. Who left? Courtney?
She's in Discord.
Courtney left.
Courtney, hello.
She's typing to you.
No one deserves hate. Like that's a
Courtney,
thing that's
I think
stupid,
you'd probably
guys.
win the round if you come back. It should just. All right. Well.
It's like, even if you're a horrible person, the way you talk to people affects them. So if you're gonna keep talking to them like they're a horrible person, you're just.
Hey, guess what, Cinderella? I don't really give a fuck. I don't really give a fuck about how she feels.
I know you don't care about.
She's
people,
no,
that's an
Cinderella.
issue.
When she's gonna vote for someone,
You're violating the previous argument you gave
concentration camps on the fucking
hold on,
southern border.
Des,
I don't give a fuck how she feels.
Yeah, you're violating the earlier argument you gave, because earlier you said that it's only worth attacking somebody over their veteran disability if you can achieve a good outcome. What if we told you that you could produce a better outcome on Courtney by being less toxic towards her? Why is that different than your earlier take on making fun of disabled
Because believe it or
veterans?
not, we're in front of a ton of fucking people, and I don't think we
It's
should
super
be providing
interesting,
tolerance to people who say
Wait,
they're
so
gonna
what
be
if
voting
you're in front of a ton of people? What if you got
no.
Courtney to change your mind?
Oh, that's
there's no way you can convince Courtney to change her mind. Are you fucking like that's not gonna happen, Destiny? We both know that.
Stop right now, because I literally just said the same fucking thing that Destiny said, but you took him seriously and you didn't take me seriously. Why?
I'm yelling at Destiny too, Cinderella.
Welcome to my whole fucking
I'm yelling at Cinderella.
That's all that happens to me over and over again.
It's so fucking annoying, Rem. Just admit that you're sexist. Just admit that you're sexist.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
No, that's the thing. See, I can be as intolerant as you. I can be as intolerant
I'm yelling
as you, but
at
I'm not
both
gonna do
of
that.
you. You both have stupid
It's
fucking
just, you
points.
listened to him, but you didn't listen to me. That's so fucking annoying. It's just rude. You're just a rude person.
I have responded to you. Oh my god.
Wow.
Holy shit.
I really have a problem with, this is my problem.
Yeah?
Is that that when we go around, I think we create like no offense, Rem and Alabral, I think you create very hostile environments for people, and it causes them to retreat to their more radical corner, as opposed to, having a more civilized conversation.
Or are we exposing who they actually are when push comes to shove?
No, you're not exposing
I don't
anything.
think.
The witch
I
hunt
think
culture
for
is the
some
issue.
people, you got to expose them, 100%. But I think to some degree, the hostility is not going to convert anybody. And are you trying to do that? I don't know. I think
Courtney ever have a normal conversation?
Raj.
She's always completely screaming.
Yeah, I know.
Raj,
there's you're never going to.
Raj, listen, dude. She used to come on the show all the time. She does this same fucking shit. She says this a couple dumbass points, gets called out for it, and suddenly is a victim. Dude,
Okay,
so with anyone else,
I don't agree with her either. I'm not saying I agree with her.
I know it doesn't matter her points. It's how she handles the situation. Fucking attacking me and then leave.
I am the slowest person ever to cry this person's being a victim, but Courtney absolutely does that.
I mean, to be fair, she's on a podcast where literally 4 people are screaming down her throat without giving a good argument for almost anything. I mean, I would expect anybody to act that way.
No, because we all have suffered that multiple times.
But not everybody deals with it in the same way. Wes, obviously, you fucking thrive in these environments, right? But not everybody necessarily works the same way.
Okay, then I'm sorry that the environment doesn't fit to her. Why should we change? Because why should we change the status of the environment to fit one person when it's worked pretty goddamn well for everyone else?
Let Green go.
No, my question is that you guys already know she's here for a while, but you know that she's not gonna be able to defend herself, yet you guys keep going on about that topic. How do you expect her to react? Her wig is gonna come out. She's gonna go bald after this. Like, you already know.
No,
this.
dude, I gave her a total. I stopped calling her racist, and I literally tried to get her to tell us why she's voting for Trump, to give to some saving face, some intellect, and she totally bombed it.
I mean,
so I didn't attack her.
Yeah,
I gave
the
her a
reason
whole
I'm
other
going
opportunity, and she
hard
just
after her.
no, fuck that.
And people defending her is because she's a lunatic.
Are you still gonna vote for him? And she said yes. I was like, girl, you stupid whore! I was rooting for.
All right, we should probably stop.
Yeah, stop
talking
using
about
that.
She's not here.
Dumpling.
Far left to far right, they never know when to
Rational.
stop. They always.
If
take
you
it
want
too
people
far.
to be level-headed and rational, you can't bring Courtney Smoke up in the conversation because that's not who she is, and it's like a bad example of like, oh, we're being toxic, we're attacking her. Like, she doesn't have normal discussions on the show. I've seen her fucking 100 times. She's always screaming on top of her lungs and aggressive. Honey, honey, no honey.
Right, because she has no intellect.
No, I don't think it's
now
fair
she's
to keep
not here,
talking about
Alabrel, to
it. Yeah,
defend
she's not
herself.
here.
So yeah, we can't. Let's
So
not. She's not here.
So that explains why I'm attacking both you,
Not here 'cause she
Destiny,
left.
and Cinderella.
So
for sticking up for-
hold on, we need to eliminate somebody, and then we'll get to the next question. Yeah, we do. We do need to.
Have we?
Yeah,
have
I
we
mean,
gone
Courtney
to
Courtney
the
left,
second
which
round?
made it one less person to eliminate, but it's time to eliminate.
We did go through 3 rounds.
Yeah, we did. We went through quite a bit.
Sliker, say something. It's getting down, dude. There's 5 of us left.
Yeah, Sliker, it's time to start piping in, buddy.
Go ahead and vote for who you want to kick. Keep, not kick. Keep, not kick.
Raj.
Got him.
Yeah.
This one was without Courtney.
Vote to keep me if you
get
want to
it?
see if I'm a racist in the next round.
What the fuck?
Oh my god, why are you like this?
Biggest
No,
debate
Raj.
of all time.
Yeah, what's up, Doc? What? Is Courtney in that?
The recent one's without Courtney. The most recent.
Oh, sorry, I fucked wrong poll. Okay, the recent one. This one's without Courtney.
I don't know. I actually don't know why.
So we want the one from Doc.
Overall, bullying people to try to get them to agree with you doesn't work. I'm just throwing that out there to everyone who's just yelling things at Courtney.
Why are they?
She wasn't gonna.
But
change
she's
her
a
mind.
stupid person, and she's not going to change her
Hold on,
mind.
hey, hold on, stop.
And
Knock it off.
writing
Hey,
someone
Rev,
off
hold on.
as
She's.
stupid is
I don't
also
care.
hateful
Hold
and
on,
not
one second.
useful.
I don't care if you agree or disagree with her. The rules are the same for everybody. She's not here to defend herself. Okay, so.
Oh,
So knock it
I
off.
see. Okay, yeah,
All right.
I'm
I
talking
do.
in
The rules
general
are that
at
she's
this
not here
point.
to defend herself. Okay, so.
I'm not talking about Courtney anymore. I'm saying in general.
That's
if
what
you're
I
trying
want to shift the conversation away from Courtney.
No, Qtcinderella, I 100% agree with you, but I also think there's definitely exceptions, and that is an exception. I don't know how many times you've been on a show with her, but it's that same argument.
I haven't been,
dozens,
so-
Look,
dozens of times, and it always ends the same way. Half the time, she's left over it.
No, let me ask you guys this. The fact that you guys keep shouting at her about this, what do you guys expect her to do? To really repent?
That's okay, but let's leave Courtney out of the conversation, okay? For this, because we can have this conversation more generally without including Courtney. And I think the conversation we should have is the effectiveness of delivering how you should deliver your message, right?
When you're speaking to someone who's reasonable and willing to listen to an intellectual fucking discourse, you 100% shouldn't take that hyper aggressive route. But like I was
On
saying,
this show? Sorry.
Wait,
I'm sorry.
I have a way for her to defend herself. How about just not leave next time?
Okay.
I love Andy. God damn it.
Yeah, but she no, y'all got her week off already.
Andy, I'm gonna take all your money on ACR. Every
All right,
fucking dollar
let's
of it.
go. I got it. Load it up right now.
Stop, I'm poor.
Okay, Sliker, congratulations, you won the round.
Good job, buddy.
Nice job, white knights in chat.
I do think it's really interesting that people like Alabrel and Rem say that bullying Trump supporters and ostracizing them for behavior and everything is the effective way to get them to change their behavior. But when we're talking about things like fat acceptance or healthy image at every size or whatever, that bullying people for their weight or whatever doesn't work.
I
think that's an
didn't say that, and recharacterizing my argument against you against Nazis to Trump supporters is incredibly disingenuous.
Well, but you essentially said that
I did not essentially say any such
fat
thing.
shaming doesn't work.
The
not analogous,
example that you
Destiny.
literally gave was that the superhero comics beating up the Nazis,
The
that level of
KKK,
shame.
yes.
Yeah, the KKK.
One of the
whatever,
most
was an
hateful
effective
groups to have ever existed.
Okay, I don't know why you're bringing
in
that up.
our
That's not
fucking
relevant. We're
country.
talking about whether or not it's an effective means of changing people's minds. And you said that in those cases, that bullying the fuck out of those people was a very effective way of doing it.
Yes.
But then when it comes to
God, this is bad.
but then when it comes to body shaming stuff, we all agree that if we look at the literature, that bullying people generally just makes them feel worse. It generally gets them more burrowed into their own beliefs or whatever. It seems like we have a much different opinion here.
How do fat people
for one thing, fat people don't fucking hurt people.
have
Fat
anything to do
people
with
aren't
each
hurting
other?
people.
Okay, so this is the classic lefty thing that I keep running into. You literally can't separate these arguments out because you're so morally and emotionally
They're
invested in
not
these arguments.
analogous.
No. I'm not saying that the actual beliefs themselves are analogous, you fucking idiot. What I'm saying is the way that you produce an effective change in somebody, that's what we're talking about.
They're not analogous, but that way is not analogous.
No, let me finish. Oh my God. Shut your mouth for 2 seconds. Let me finish. I'm not talking about whether or not, and firstly, why would you even say this? Do you think that I think that being overweight is the same harm in society as being a part of the fucking KKK?
That's not what
Obviously,
I'm
I don't think
about,
that.
Destiny.
But we're
I'm not
talking about
accusing you of
getting
that.
somebody to change their mind on something.
I
Okay?
know.
So then why are you bringing up whether or not the beliefs are the same or even congruent
No, I'm not
with
saying
their effects to society?
are the same, but the process of shaming in those two instances is not analogous.
Okay,
they are
and
not.
now so why? Why?
Well, because for one, we have empirical studies. We have empirical studies that the type of shaming that goes on with fat people.
Okay.
It's not the same.
Oh my God.
Because that's an actual bodily. That's a bodily type of condition, and it's not the same with.
Okay, gentlemen, I'm gonna have to pause. Destiny, hold on to your thoughts.
They're
Sliker,
not the same thing.
Sliker,
You
one
just use
second, Rem.
empirical studies as
One
a
second,
potato.
Qtcinderella. 1 second. Hold on. Rem, quiet. Cutie, quiet.
Just mute him.
Sliker, it's time for you to vote between two people: Alibro and Green Dumpling.
Do you want me to fucking store something to you, or do you not believe in evidence?
Wait, your shit is lagging.
Your shit's lagging. Try to move your do what you did last time to fix it, and then we'll reapproach it in the next round. Bottom two, Alibrel and Green Dumpling.
Just kick the one with the lowest amount of votes.
Sliker, that doesn't work any week. Just
It
choose
does
somebody.
work. It does work. Kick the one with the lowest amount of votes. There you go. Which one?
I can't really. I can't choose. You have to tell me who that is.
Hey, Green Dumpling.
Hi, how are you doing? How's your day?
Yo, what's up, man? I guess you're the one with the lowest amount, so
Fuck you, make a stand, you idiot! You never fucking take a stand.
Listen, I don't know how I'm not gonna vote. So my mom's life. I don't know how.
You really like about that bitch?
Listen, dude, stop complaining. For fuck's sake, it's not out of hatred. It's not hatred.
You did it. Let me tell you this. I'm done with your
Talk
ass.
your shit out.
Okay? I'm done with your ass. I'm done with your ass.
Oh.
Green Dumpling, go ahead and shout out your
Green
channel.
Dumpling, listen, I just hope you don't make another fucking video and rant on just like always, okay? Just.
Is there anything you'd like to say, Green Dumpling, as you depart?
Fuck you, bitch!
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Second week
So
in a row.
I'd like to respond to the shit that Destiny's throwing right now.
Okay, go ahead, please. The
So,
floor is yours.
As Rem was brought up, and as you've brought up yourself personally, Destiny, you know and believe this, that shaming fat people does nothing but harm them. It does not change their opinions. Shaming the KKK is not about changing those individual people's minds. It's about changing the culture around them so that they no longer can speak their opinions, because their opinions are set in stone. The ones that might change, shame might bring them out of it because of the rest of the community around them is going to communicate that it is no longer acceptable to be openly racist, possibly even racist at all. But it's not about changing those set in stone opinions. It's about changing everything around them so that over the next generation or two, it no longer becomes a position that you can speak about, and that drives that fucking rhetoric into the ground, where it can no longer bear any fucking seeds.
Do you think that radical groups like the KKK
sunlight, etc.?
Would you? Are you going to put everybody that you would call a racist in the same group as the KKK?
No.
In terms of extremists? So is your empirical?
Wait, Destiny. Let me say one thing.
No, hold on. Wait, Wes. Hold on. I just have a question, a clarifying question. Does the empirical data that you're stating work to the extent with the extremist group that it does with?
No, that's my point, Raj, because you use this empirical data about fat shaming, but there's no empirical data about shaming people politically, so where's your argument, dude? We already know about the fat shaming thing, but you don't back up that.
What, you want us to prove a negative? You want us to prove a negative?
No, because you're trying to say they're not the same, but there's no
show me evidence that it actually doesn't change their mind.
That's what I'm saying, Rim, is that there's only studies on fat shaming, there's not studies on political shaming.
So wait, so this is what I would would bring up to this point.
Falls apart at the seam.
Wait, so I'm not familiar. So I am familiar that there is ample evidence to show that shaming people for being fat doesn't work, right? Yes. 100% familiar with that. Now, when we talk about whether or not shaming people for their political beliefs seems to work, here is something that I am familiar with that exists in the literature. People are tribal or racist kind of by default, that we tend to be near people that look like us and we tend to shun others. But if you introduce people at an early age or you socialize them around people that look different, you tend to have more favorable views of them. Now, when we look at the political differentiation in the United States between left and right, it seems like those things fall heavily on rural versus urban lines. So despite all of our shaming of the KKK and our shaming of racist people, we still get people like Trump who are elected. And that happens because all of these people in these rural communities who don't really see black people outside of TV still seem to hold all the same beliefs that we thought that shaming them and getting rid of, would actually change. It doesn't seem like we actually changed anybody's mind. It seems like we just got a lot more people that live in cities that because they see other people, they tend to vote a certain way. And all those people in the rural communities more or less think the same things they did 50 years ago.
Right. Without consistent cultural pressure, it doesn't do anything. However,
we've had consistent cultural pressure.
We have had over the last 20 or 30 years consistent media presence of homosexuals in television and in movies. Because of a direct result of that representation in positive lights is the reason there is now an overwhelming support for gay marriage and gay rights in America. We need to provide the same pressure socially against the horrible racism that we see on a systemic level.
You don't think we've been? Well, go ahead.
Dusty, can I respond? Sorry. So this is what I was talking
I don't think we have been.
Dusty, this is what when you said that they are. You're trying to draw this comparison between two very, very different things. So the only analogy that exists is that they're both forms of shaming, right? But what the onus is on the fat person, it's not just, changing your beliefs about a group of people or what we should do to these group of people. It actually entails physical change upon that person. And that takes tremendous willpower and determination. The same doesn't exist changing your political position.
What? So how doesn't it?
What do you really think changing your political position is the same as going to the gym and working out for months and months and months? How do you think that these two things are the same?
I actually can't believe that somebody who studies psychology in school would say something so fucking stupid. Of course it does. These beliefs that you have are reinforced by your social structures, the people that you go to school with, the people that work with, your family structures, the people that are above you, and if you have children below you, like and horizontal to you, if you have siblings, yeah, of course. Changing. You really think people can flip their entire social or political beliefs on a dime?
So do you truly believe that physical change to become a lesser weight is just as difficult as it is to change your political position?
In some cases, it can be more difficult or less difficult. Yeah, it totally depends on the scenario. If I were to go into some deeply... Dude, fucking talk to anybody who's in a traditional or fundamental Christian or Muslim family.
You're drawing this parallel between these two things, and I'd like to see some evidence to back up this type of analogy.
What do you mean? Fine, go look at people that are literally fucking killed via...
You're applying to intuition.
Or go look at people that have... I actually can't even believe you're making this
argument. Okay, I would say
you're literally trying to draw parallels.
I'm not sure what you're trying to argue.
Any Muslim or Christian onto the show. Wait, fuck! I used to fucking.
Can I just talk? Can I talk?
Yes,
I was raised very LDS. The minute I left the church, and they were very conservative, my family was very conservative. The minute I left the church, I was shunned. I wasn't able to talk to my family. I would say that's harder than losing weight.
In some cases, you can get kicked out of your fucking house.
Thank you for the anecdotal evidence. That's really helpful.
You don't think that's a common characterization of what happens when you leave a very religious family?
That happens all the time.
But the point is you're trying to draw a huge general across two very different type of situations, and you can't actually provide any real evidence.
I can't believe you're making this argument in good faith. I actually can't believe you're making this argument in good faith. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Remember, I have a question here about this.
Let me respond. The point is that we're not trying to get necessarily these racist people to even change their mind. Yes, that can be that can be an outcome. That'd be a nice outcome. But again, it is exactly like Alabrel said, that we're trying to change the fundamental social structure and how we approach these people with different.
And my argument is that fundamental social structure hasn't changed. People that are in cities that are around other people tend to be more accepting. People in rural communities that don't see those people tend to be less accepting. This is a trend that has continued over the past 100 years.
There's a fundamental. You've literally admitted there's a fundamental difference between fat shaming and the type of political shaming we're discussing.
No, I said there is a fundamental difference.
Let me finish.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead. Continue with your unfair characterization of what I said. Go ahead.
Rem, be quiet for a minute, buddy. Let me talk about something here. Cutie, why'd you decide to leave the Mormon church?
because, and this is like actually a crazy thing, because I believe that the Mormon Church is it's a very brainwashed society. And I have met multiple friends that are outside of the church. Like I said, like I am very much so a part of like the gay community, and seeing the way that the church that I loved and was raised in treat people that I thought were good people in certain ways is the reason that I left the church.
Right. So when you exited the church and you were able to see
hand out pamphlets door to door?
You even more you even more were shown once you exited that, and you were exposed to even more external opinions, that the prevailing opinion externally was much stronger than the very insular community that you grew up in, right?
Is you can't get people to leave the church by telling them that the church is brainwashing them. You can't do that. That doesn't get you anywhere by being negative.
A positive
you have to
experience otherwise.
Even my family didn't talk to me for a few years, but now that they see that I drink alcohol but I'm still a good person, blows their fucking mind.
Right.
The fact that I smoke weed but I'm still a good person is just like crazy. So that's the thing. You can't like Rem, I can't see how that's not a good example.
I wish I could remember. There was like a huge story about this. Some girl talked about it a long time ago that had to do with getting people to leave. I think, was it the Mormon Church? Where she wrote up that, I wish I could remember this story, but it's basically that if you go into a religious community, you just relentlessly shit on them.
Anecdotal evidence has no relevance to this type of discussion.
Anecdotal evidence is the only evidence that we have, Rem.
What I'm indicating though is what happened.
It's a logical argument about the difference
between the standard shaming. One of the is the greater culture. Shrem, shush for a minute. Come on, buddy. The greater culture at large in the country is that the Mormons are incredibly extreme and they hold some very backwards views. And that information seeps into even their incredibly insular communities, who make fun of the Mormons a lot for being really out there. And that information reached Cutie, and she started looking into the alternative opinions and recognized that there's a lot of reason out there in the world that is incredibly contradictory to the very tight-knit, really kind of backwards community that she was a member of previously.
Right, because it's
that's
about
exactly what I'm talking about.
Change. Yeah,
a large culture saying this particular niche
I didn't
group.
leave the church because people hated me, Rem. I didn't leave the church because people were telling me it was stupid. That's the issue. That's the whole issue that we're talking about. Is you can't change people's political views by shitting on them. You couldn't get me to leave the church by shitting on them.
Said that's not the intention. That's not the intention of doing it. It is to cause cultural change. That
doesn't cause cultural negativity. Does not cause cultural change.
What do you mean negativity doesn't cause cultural change?
You telling someone that they're racist and shitting on them doesn't change the culture. It continues that, because you're being hateful now as they're being hateful. So now you're just both hateful.
You don't think that cultural? You don't think that the beliefs of a culture can have a devastating effect upon core? Minor disastrously extreme.
It can, but populations can respond to this in different ways. So, for instance, if a culture is constantly antagonizing and targeting you, one response to this might be, whoa, populism, where instead of looking at the way the culture is critiquing you, like people in Hollywood or like people in media or like people who are politicians, now all of a sudden you've got a leader like Trump that says, hey, those guys that are all shitting on you, those are the enemy. All of them are wrong. Academia is wrong. Hollywood is wrong. And now you get shit like QAnon and Pizzagate and all this distrust of all these institutions that were shitting on them before. Almost like maybe that's not the most effective way to get people to change their minds.
This is literally the argument that's used, to say that we shouldn't go out and viciously attack Nazis. Do you not think we should be on the streets literally calling Nazis for what they are and verbally attacking them?
No, I think you have to.
Wait. Yes, but that's for a literal Nazi. Courtney is not a fucking Nazi. Like, if you have somebody that literally...
So where's the line? Where do you draw the line?
The line between Republican and Nazi, it's there, Rem. I don't know exactly where we draw it, but it's definitely fucking there, dog. Holy shit.
I think it's the swastika.
But you were literally saying that negativity... So negativity against a certain group of people works some of the time. It doesn't work in others. Can you tell me in which cases it works?
I don't even think. I think Destiny's wrong there too. I don't think that's how you stop people from being Nazis, is shitting on them. I don't think that works.
We could kill them.
Well, yeah, I mean, it depends on what you mean by Nazi. Like, if you're saying these people are literally out in the streets and it's time to exterminate the Jews, then yeah, sure, it's probably time to take action, right? But you wouldn't treat somebody who is an avowed Nazi the same way you would somebody who just votes Republican.
Destiny, you understand how frequently even mainstream voices bring up the Jewish question, right?
That's the Jewish question. And when you say mainstream, how are you defining that?
I'm talking about people that are at like Crowder's level.
Oh, I maybe at Crowder's level, sure, but this hasn't like
right.
proliferated like
Who
mainstream
have
media.
significant
Those are hugely
audiences.
influential people.
Those are people that we aren't taking action against.
Sure,
that
but
are
I don't think that you're going to go out and have
vile
like a
things.
street war against these people, and that's where you're going to win like the hearts and minds of America. Like,
Can we define the Jewish question for the?
No, let's not.
The Jewish question is the idea that Jews run secretly all of the areas of society, like banking and media and everything, and their goal is to bring up things like multiculturalism and bring other races in so that they can breed out the white race, so that they can control the hegemony of the United States.
Right, and the question is how we're going to deal with that.
Yes, that's the Jewish question.
The fuck?
It is largely considered
Big question.
the
It's like a
implication.
conspiracy theory from hell.
No,
Yeah,
the
well, this is like
implication
the
is
alt-right.
people who talk about the Jewish question is that the final solution is the answer to that question.
Oh God.
Right.
But it's also important to remember that these figureheads have tremendous influence even on our current government. So we literally have these type of figureheads within the current U.S. administration.
Sure,
So
and
you
if we
can't
want to
tell me-
talk about those people, we can. But Courtney is not one of those people. The average person you talk to on a fucking Rajj podcast is not a U.S. congressperson, right?
No, not.
No
we
offense.
should
to
get a
you, Raj, I'm not saying that
congressman.
You're not
on
one day
I'll
going
rip
to
my
get
fucking eye out if it gets
senators.
me a congressman seat, dude.
Okay.
shit on here.
I just want to say it's very amusing watching Train is in a battle with the chat right now. He's taking on. He's 1v1ing multiple people at the same time. I've never seen it before. It's.
Wouldn't that not be a 1v1? Wouldn't that be like a 1v5 then or something?
Well, he's going person by person.
1v1v1v1v1.
I guess it is like a 1v5. Well, I don't even know. I can't see. It's moving too fast. He's
Squad
going
W.
after him though. The squad W's.
Anyways, Destiny, I actually both Destiny and Q, although I would say my main issue with I misinterpreted the anecdotal thing. I understand now what you were intending to do, Cutie, and I'm sorry for dismissing it originally.
Okay,
I
Rem.
can understand what you're
Rem, it's time. It's time to vote. We're gonna let go of two people.
Well, this is proof of what I was saying because I just had a conversation with Rem that was very nice. He's no longer a sexist. See?
Yay, Cutie, we did it!
Go ahead and vote for who you want to keep, not kick.
I still defend my views though.
So
Keep,
we should
not
vote
kick.
on who we want to kick.
What?
Keep, not kick. Bottom two getting
keep.
eliminated.
Vote to kick,
Not
boys.
kick.
Keep, not kick.
Vote for your least favorite.
No, vote for keep, not kick.
Yeah, vote for the enemies of the stream.
Keep, not kick. Bottom two gone. No questions asked. Keep,
Wes,
not
buddy,
kick.
we're gonna
Can I at
go
least
dip
ask one
off
question
into the
before I
bucket.
leave? Holy shit.
We can call this already. Like, Wes, or what do you have to say for our final words here? New best friend.
I want to.
Well, hold on. It's not over yet.
I want to say.
It's over, Raj.
No, hold on. This is a big moment for me, all right? Because this is the first time in like months that I've came on the Rajj show and actually just been myself and didn't play the screeching like devil's advocate
It
imbecile.
was lovely.
I thought I was just going to be a boring piece of shit, but big surprise, I've apparently learned about politics over the past 4
Just
months of
an act,
being
by the way.
mentally deficient. Thanks, Destiny. Rim, go fuck yourself.
Love you, Wes.
Thanks, everyone, for having me. I
you
actually really enjoyed this.
All right, hold on one moment. Let's see here. Let's check.
What
the
are you
poll.
waiting
It's funny
on,
based
Raj?
on how it started.
You know, waiting for
so
maybe if
startled.
Wes or you will make a comeback.
If
all right.
somebody engages their bot, what are you waiting on?
I'm waiting for it. Okay, yeah, it's safe. Alabrel and Wes, both of you have been eliminated. I'm very sorry.
I'll finish. WesBW on Twitch, WesBW1 on Twitter. I'm shaving all my hair off for Classic Raj. I thought you might like that. I'm gonna send you a
Really?
picture of
That's
it.
awesome.
Yikes.
Great,
No,
Wes.
it's good. I'm shaving
well,
eyebrows
good luck.
and everything.
Are you
Love
gonna do full
Thanks,
green
guys.
face?
How long? How long do you suspect Classic will last on Twitch?
3 days of hype, then it'll die down to a low level, but it'll still be a lot of fun.
Okay.
For the
all right.
people who play.
Well, have
Anyway,
fun. I'm
thanks
very
again,
happy
guys.
for everybody that's playing Classic. It was fucking awesome when Old School RuneScape came out, and that shit was
Yeah.
cool. That was great. It was
Yeah,
really
we have those
nostalgic.
same kind of feelings, dude.
It was
fucking
great.
crazy.
I remember when it happened for us. And I wish nothing but fun for the people playing WoW Classic. Hope it brings back all the memories. Okay, bye, Wes.
Bye, guys.
Thank you. Alabrel, go ahead and shout out your channel.
I'm Alabrel, just like it's spelled here in the corner. reversing your movements for the fucking mirror is rough. And I talk about this shit all of the time on my fucking channel. Come have conversations with me. Follow me on Instagram for some fire-ass fucking selfies. Follow me on Twitter if you want to see me retweet a bunch of people talking about this sort of shit, especially sex workers, people of color. I do a fair amount of autism stuff on Twitter every now and again, too. If you want to talk about how autism makes you fucking weird as shit, come talk to me on my stream about it. This is what I do all the time. I'll be live tonight, 11 p.m. Central Time.
Thank you, Alabrel. Take care. Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, congratulations. We're gonna let go two people next round too.
Yeah.
Very quickly. But is everybody
Destiny.
okay after that? Jesus.
Destiny.
What?
I'd like to propose like a truce or something. Not.
You want to propose a truce?
No, I'd like both of us to go and do some research on the effect, like actual studies on political shaming, and see what the current literature says on that. Because I certainly don't know enough.
Wait,
about
so
that
you came up with...
I'm being like very anecdotal here, but I would be fucking shocked if after that conversation, Courtney was like, they brought up a fair point. I'm gonna go do a whole bunch. I'm gonna go load up a whole bunch of Noam Chomsky videos.
Destiny, this is what I was talking about. I specifically said I'm not trying to convert her. That's the point. It's the effect on the audience, not her.
Okay. I don't see, if I go into, the comment section of, a lot of, very... I don't know how many conservatives are watching H-Bomber Guy for, their argument to see if they can...
Right, exactly. That's why we need actual empirical studies.
But I think the reaction of the audience, Rem, would not be, that person, somebody that they align with.
But there's a huge segment.
Do a poll, Raj.
They're not going to fucking... A poll for what? A poll to say who was...
Do a poll if they found Rem's argument. Well, fuck. Nah,
nobody's gonna vote.
Hold on.
Yeah. You're arguing. Don't do that, Disney. Right.
What about the people who are in chat who are not super politically informed, and you just hear an hour of how much Trump is a fucking racist and a bigot and horrible? You don't think there's impressionable people here that might be
Well, I don't know.
on the fence?
There's an argument to be made that is what the mainstream media has been doing for the past 3 years or so, and I mean, it seems to be going okay for the Democratic Party in a sense. I mean,
but do you think it's because the media is doing that, or Trump's just
I can't let that stand. Don't most of the polls literally show very low single-digit leads for people like Biden or Sanders against Trump? Where are you getting this idea that?
And he's still got a 94% approval rating.
I was gonna say,
in the
it's
polls.
not working.
Trump has
among Republicans, he's got a 94% approval rating.
Hold on, it's just I'm attacking because Destiny, you said that by doing this, it can often cause a backlash effect.
Yeah, like a 94% approval rating for Trump, like that. Yeah.
The only thing, the good thing about Trump is that he hasn't enacted any radical policies that have made people feel opposite, that have voted for him before. He hasn't done anything to change their mind. Compared to Obama with Obamacare made some Democrats shaky on their opinion on him. Trump hasn't done anything like that.
Well, he will in the next recession.
Okay.
Recession 2.0.
I just feel bad for the next president that's going to take over. Well, if it's Trump, then I. But
we're kind
again,
of letting him totally skirt by that. I don't agree with that characterization at all. The idea that the shaming is working because right now Democrats barely have single-digit leads over Trump. In your world, we should be crushing him because nonstop every day the media is talking about how racist and hateful and transphobic and homophobic that Trump is. Seems like it hasn't really moved the needle much at all.
Seems as if it's almost made them retreat more to farther to the radical corner
space.
No, Destiny, my point to you was that it doesn't create this sort of backlash effect that you were describing would happen with these individuals.
The backlash effect I was describing would be characterized as a 94% approval rating from Trump from Republicans. What do you think I'm describing? That Democrats are going to become Republicans, or?
Well, yeah, that would get sort of reinforcement. But the point is that it's basically stayed roughly the same over the past. So if anything, this time, it just doesn't have any sort of effect either way. Is that it?
Which would be an argument in my favor.
I'm just curious.
Hold on. No, I'm not here trying to push my agenda. I'm actually curious about this now. Because if that's the case, then it isn't the same as I mean, this doesn't support the argument. But it's not then the same as fat shaming, which does have the opposite effect. It does swing the other way, right? It's actually harmful.
Yeah, if
But
you
in
want to
this
go back to
case,
that
political
analogy,
shaming
sure,
would
you
be
can argue that, well, my
my
thing
guess.
isn't only negative, it could also be neutral. I mean, if that's if you
Yeah,
want to reduce to those grounds, you
yeah,
could,
no,
but
I'm not here to. I'm interested in the relationship between the two now.
okay, yeah, I don't 100% know the answer on whether or not like it further radicalizes people to consistently shit on them with their beliefs. It makes me feel like it probably does, but I mean, we can try to find empirical data of that. I mean, anecdotally, Fox News now has almost like a blatant white supremacist in the form of Tucker Carlson. I never thought I would see somebody like that blatant on like a major news network ever. So that's kind of surprising to me.
Well, the crazy thing in general is that you're even still referring to it as a news network when it's literally classified as an entertainment show.
Well, sure, but I mean that's how it works in
You
America.
know?
But Fox News is the most
that's the
consumed media in
problem.
the
Like,
country
even
right now, right?
the vocabulary behind it is that's a problem.
Well, sure, but I
You
mean
can
because
call
they're private
anything news.
Well, kind of, but they're private for-profit like.
You could call
companies
this
in
show
America.
news.
It's all, you know,
okay.
What does Sliker think about this conversation?
I have no take. I mean, I'm not really
Very
a
mature
political
of you,
guy. You get
Sliker.
me?
Okay, it's time to
what?
vote, chat.
Good one, Ibrahim.
Very
What,
mature of
already?
you, you know?
Yep, the rounds get shorter.
Be neutral.
Rounds
All
get
right.
way shorter. Go ahead and vote for you want to keep, not kick. Bottom two are gone, and then we get straight to the finals in a final type showdown. Let's see
Let's
what happens.
overthrow Destiny. Let's overthrow Destiny.
Let's see what
I don't know
happens.
if that'll
Oh my
ever
god.
happen.
Oh my god, it's this. I can't even believe it. I can't even believe it.
I need your votes, chat.
I can't believe it.
والله العظيم أقسم بالله يعني
I can't
don't
even
know.
fucking believe it.
Dude,
Are you serious?
Why do you even invite him back?
I know
I love him, but
But I'll be honest with you, Rem, you contributed to that by saying, does Sliker have anything else to say? And immediately,
yeah, you shouldn't
boom.
have said anything.
Good one, Ram.
Yeah.
Whatever, I don't care. That's fine. It doesn't really affect me.
I know, Rem.
I keep getting the same votes anyways. That's fine. I don't mind.
Okay, let's be honest, right? It wasn't because of Rem. Okay, let's say that now. I'm taking offense to that, Raj. What the fuck, really?
Oh, okay.
Just because you're good looking, Sliker.
No, I really don't know why. My mom's life, I don't know why. But I mean, if it's gonna be me and Destiny in the finals,
It's become a meme now. It's become a meme now. Destiny versus it's become a meme. So, all right. Well, I guess it is what it is. I Destiny took it last week. Sliker took it the week before. We'll see what happens. All right, Qtcinderella, Rem, thank you for coming. Go ahead and shout out your channels. Well, Rem doesn't have one. Thank you, Rem.
I do have a channel.
Oh, you do? I thought you didn't care about it.
It's new and improved now.
Oh,
I've
okay.
been
You're a
But
capitalist.
go first, because I need to actually figure out what my address is.
Oh, just twitch.tv/Qtcinderella, Qtcinderella on Instagram, and then QT_Cinderella on Twitter. That's all. I'm gonna go play Clash now, so.
Fuck, I don't even know what my fucking
Bye.
channel name is.
Okay,
Oh.
bye,
Clash
Cutie.
is
Thank
out?
you. Thank you. All right, Rem, you want to figure out your channel name?
Yes, okay. Well, first of all, follow me on Twitter. It's Bath_boy with an I. And if you Google Rem, and all my social media stuff is in there. Look, I'm going to make sick philosophy content, okay? I don't do politic bullshit. Fuck that noise. We do some hardcore philosophy. I'm talking Immanuel Kant, fucking Frege, all the sleep city stuff you want. So
Okay,
if you want to get a
thank you,
good
Rem.
night's rest, up to my channel. Adios.
Adios, Rem. Thank you. All right,
All right,
well,
is it the final round?
Here we go again. Yes, it's the
Okay,
final round.
I'm gonna try, since this seems to be the winning strategy, I'm gonna try to switch up my strategy this round. Tell me if you
Okay.
notice a difference, okay, Raj?
Okay, I'm ready. Yeah. Oh. Wow.
wait, I don't see myself. Wait, where's it appearing?
Wait, you can't see yourself?
Yes, I see myself. Okay. It's repetitive, you know what I mean? Let me just put my light on, okay? To all the people out there, you get me? Me being silent I'm not being strategic, okay? It's just I'm being more, how do I say this, Raj? You can defend me on this point, right? Why am I being silent? Tell me.
Slicker's trying to get partnership, and
No, actually, I've got some in-sources. I've got some inside. I am not going to be getting partnered anytime soon. There you go. I am not going to be getting partnered any fucking time soon. So, does that really matter? Right? No.
Wait, well, then what is it then? Sorry, well, you told me to finish your sentence. I thought that's what you meant. Well, why can't you speak then? Say it for yourself.
It's okay. So your voice requires enough energy to speak. So once you speak, energy is reduced. Stamina is reduced, and Once you speak more, you become dehydrated. Hypothetically speaking and scientifically speaking, there is no water in my room to be drinking on. So
we need to get you
that
some
is
water?
the whole reason why. Well, if I had some water, I would have been able to speak for all those rounds. So opportunities
Well, here's
were
the deal.
missed.
This is the thing. This is the thing, Sliker. People keep asking. You're the #1 requested guest on a weekly basis for me. And I try to listen to the people that watch the show. They say Sliker, 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 Sliker. And then and then Sliker and I have this conversation behind the scenes. We're like, why? You know, because Slicker's been fairly quiet for the last few, but people keep asking and asking and asking, so we keep delivering. And then you keep almost winning. So it's
you know what I actually last time.
So the chat, like, you know, I hate to say it, but like the chat is voting this way, and that's just the way. What am I supposed to do? Just ignore them and not go listen to the chat?
I mean, what can you say? All the little Destiny viewers are just hurt, you know what I mean? They're just going to be like, oh, not another competitor, you get me? But at this stage, you know, it's just a struggle for Destiny. You know, the guy's struggling at the moment. He can't even compete against me at the moment. It's all just the same, me and him and shit, so...
I think this is the last... It's been 2 weeks in a row that you guys have found yourselves in the final. I think each of you... What's most compelling about this is each of you have 6 wins. The person that wins this podcast has more wins than the other, and will take the lead for all-time wins on the podcast.
I mean...
What is Destiny's strategy? I think he's just trying not to talk.
No, he's stealing. He's stealing the content. That's what he's doing.
He's stealing, he's stealing
Destiny,
the strategy.
Okay. Destiny, I had an excuse, the reason why I was quiet, okay? I had no fucking liquid next to me. Are you going to say a word?
He's using your strategy, Sliker. What are you going to say about that?
Okay, he wants to use my strategy. I'll use my strategy as well. You want it to be like that, Destiny?
No, you got to be kidding me. I'm not going to sit here. Are we going to sit in silence for the next minute and 40 seconds? Well, hell, I might as well do a bounty then. If we're going to sit here and for the next minute and 33 seconds, I might as well run a bounty. The Overwatch League MVP bounty. We might as well, right? Since we're going to sit here for the next minute and 25 seconds. Hello? Yeah. Are we just going to... All right. Is that what we're going to do?
Yeah. If he's stealing my content, this is even copyright, Raj, to be honest. So if you want, you could even fucking kick him out for that. That should be disqualified. Yes, that's taking my strategy tactic.
It's him taking your tactic?
Yes. So, Destiny?
He's not even going to talk. He's not even going to speak. He's not even going to speak this whole time. So, while we wait for the round to expire, we can go ahead and watch who you're going to vote for your next Overwatch League MVP. Pog! Yes! As we wait to the round to expire, the most thrilling ending. These are the MVPs you could vote for your T-Mobile Overwatch League MVP. We've seen this before, but you know, you always could get reminded of all the wonderful, amazing competitors that you could vote for in the T-Mobile Overwatch League MVP, starting with Sinatra, who was featured last week on the when we showed this video last week on the last week's Royale. Yeah, get your pogs up. I know you're excited about this. I know you're extremely excited for it. Sinatra, excellent Overwatch League player. Janu, also well respected in the Overwatch community. Doc, why don't you go throw that poll out? You're voting for who you want to keep, not kick. Gentlemen, do not reveal, do not say, do not look at the poll. Excuse me. Don't look at the poll at all.
This is for who wins.
Who wins the Rajj Royale podcast. Yes, this is for the winner of the Rajj Royale podcast. This is super. This is for who wins. Wins. This is for who wins. Pogs, get your pogs up. Look at these. Oh my gosh. Unbelievable. These talents. It's unreal. It really is. Go ahead and I'll show the poll on the screen in a second. Destiny and Sliker, don't look at your computers. Oh, come on, chat. Are you going to say it's botted again? Are you all going to say, do I really have to do it on Twitter again? Do I really have to do that? This is yeah. Twilight. You can vote for Twilight. I'm not going to try to pronounce this. I can't really figure out this name. G-U... I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's... I don't know. Do I really need to redo the poll? These are your Overwatch League MVPs that you can vote for. Vote sponsored by T-Mobile. Overwatch League MVPs. Go ahead and vote for it. All right, Doc. Go ahead and... whoops. I want to show that on the screen. Leaked. All right, let me take a look at the poll here. Let's take a look. All right. 1 second. Let me put the poll up. That's Overwatch League, by the way, sponsored by T-Mobile. Go ahead and check it out on their official Overwatch League channel.
Very cool.
All right. Okay, let's take a look at the poll. This is the most thrilling ending I think we've ever had on the Rajj Royale podcast. It's absolutely thrilling. All right. Okay, here we go. The results are in. Holy shit. It is really, really showing a remarkable result here. I'm going to put it up on the screen. The chat is claiming it's botted. So we're going to do a Twitter poll just to see if it holds true. Okay.
Can I complain about something real quick? No fucking memes.
Sure.
This fucking dude, okay, has been at fucking B-tons with a fucking auto sniper the entire fucking game, Raj. It's unbelievable. It's the shittiest fucking gun and he still manages to kill me. I'm sorry, it's just fucking pissing me off. Sorry.
Okay. This is the poll chat that is on straw poll right now. Destiny versus Sliker. I'm going to go ahead and put the one on. We're going to put it on Twitter. Who wins Rajj Royale? Go ahead and vote. And drop a follow while you're there.
This is art right now. This is art.
This is art. I tell you what, the strategy by Destiny is very interesting. I wonder if it's going to propel him to victory.
He's out gimmicking the gimmick.
He is. Co-host Andy Milanakis, how's your time in Greece, by the way? Is everything going good over there?
Well, not really.
Oh, wait, didn't you fall down and break your arm or something?
No, my dad broke his ribs. He's in the hospital.
I'm sorry to hear about that. What happened to you, though?
I smashed my arm and I broke my phone. There's a lot of dangerous stairs surrounding.
So you broke your... Oh, jeez.
Yeah, but I'm having a good time other than that.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Shit happens sometimes.
Guys, please stop replying to my Twitter page with naked photos of Alibral. Every fucking picture is a fucking naked picture of Alibral. Every single one of them from his Instagram. My favorite is the one where he's putting his arms above his head and like there's a book covering his crotch. It's one of my favorites.
Did you actually shoot that photo?
I did, yeah. I did.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, I did. We should do a I think Alibral should come out with a sexy photo shoot.
Yeah, calendar.
Yeah, he should. All right. The winner of the Rajj Royale podcast with 62% of the vote in one poll and 64% in the other is, propelling them to 7 wins total, is Destiny! Woo.
Damn.
Congratulations!
Not gonna lie, this was the easiest final I've ever done, Raj. Thanks for bringing on such a easy
welcome.
opponent here. To be such a fucking chump for the finals.
Wow.
Wait, Sliker, wait. Holy shit, wait. What happens if you go back a little bit more?
What?
Roll back like a little bit more.
Where? Wait, where?
I want you to recede into the darkness. It's like your streaming career. It's just gonna fade away into nothing.
Okay, well...
Fuck out of here. Get this guy out of here. Can't talk for the whole
Listen, you know what? Okay, listen.
Dude.
Okay, wait, let's just stop there, okay? All that fucking mouth talk when you're begging to meet up with me in fucking England. Let's just not, you know, you need to quit with that.
This guy says I'm begging to meet up with him. He is begging me. Can I please pay for your tickets for you and Melina to come and hang out with me? I'm actually cringing. Telling me the city he lives in. I'm like, I don't know if I'll be there. I'm landing in London. And it's like, please, I'll buy the plane like,
dude. Okay, dude.
You know, the funniest thing is that the day I asked him, I was like, when are we free to hang out? And he's like, hold on, I gotta ask my mom when she's gonna be here or not. That was the funniest fucking part of it.
Okay, nice try, but Destiny, nice try. Don't fucking put me in that spot. Please don't put me in that spot. Tell